Trash Talking Radio Tuesday night. And I don't know what's working and what isn't. Okay, I don't know what's working and what isn't. So we had an issue tonight, and unfortunately that made us late, and it made poor Ashley is invisible now. She's just.
I'm a figure of your imagination.
I don't even hear you. That's how. Oh, it helps if I turn you on. Most girls are very vocal when I turn them on. I mean, that's just the way it is. It's.
What about that song you didn't mean to turn her on?
Oh, I usually do mean to turn her on. That's the way I am. That's the kind of guy I am. I don't like to leave them hanging. You know what I mean? Actually, let's see. I'm gonna hit. Oh, okay. So I gotta see if this. I'm just gonna check one thing. So can you hear that?
They say they can hear you now.
So can they hear it now?
Well,
Yes,
that's
yes,
what Marcia's
here.
saying.
Okay.
I just turned it on my phone, so
I don't know what's going on, but I can tell you one thing that's going on. I hate Microsoft because they made me reboot both my computers, and the one computer came back perfect, and then the other computer didn't. So
well, you know the old
that's why
saying,
we're really
if it ain't
late.
Broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, well, the problem is it was broke because they messed it up because my one screen's messed up, and I'm working on not 8 cylinders. Looks like I'm working on 6.
Not 8.
So,
okay, I like
Not
that.
8.
Not 8. I'm figuring to each. Well, 1, 2, 3, 5. So 5. I'm working on. Well, I'm working on
Not
one
8.
less. Not 8. Okay, how's everyone doing? I'm not doing
Hi,
so
Jessie
well.
Joe. She's here.
Hey,
She's
Jessie
just
Joe,
I'm
invisible.
here. I'm just a ghost today.
Yeah, she's.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
That's not really her though. That's my other voice. I have a voice synthesizer, and I'm pretending to be her because she didn't show this time. So I'm
Why
still.
get her zeros then?
Get you
Well,
near
wait
the
a
mic.
minute. Wait a minute.
Why is it you never talk that loud when I? Or you always talk louder when I'm doing a sound check, and then when we start the show,
I'll just hold it.
Here. We'll put
Hold
it
on.
in place. Okay.
Wait a minute. I got this.
Ow.
I got this.
Okay.
I think.
All right. What do you got?
She's
hope it's
coming
not-
over to get our camera
I
time.
hope it's not COVID. All right. Well, wait a minute. She's still not there.
No,
She's standing
I
there.
know.
I know because I got the head.
Well, I can zoom back on the camera a little bit.
Hold on.
And you can.
No, she's taking our camera space.
I don't care. I'd rather. There she is.
There we go.
See?
Hi.
We could put her right there. That would be okay. If you want to pull your chair up, you can sit there. And
Cheyenne's there.
I'll move Cheyenne. She's being good though for.
Hi.
Anyway, yeah, something's weird about the computer.
I made
the
my
upgrade.
guest appearance.
Yeah, your guest appearance.
Your ghost appearance.
Ghost appearance. Yeah, that's right. It's very close to. Anyway, so I was worried. I wasn't going to have enough time for everything, but now that everything's screwed up,
Hi, sweet girl.
you know, the office is going to dock us for this. You know.
Doc, you.
Well, you too.
We
Dock
were here
you.
on time.
Dock you. Jeez.
Sweet girl.
No respect. I'm afraid to
Hi,
touch this
sweet
button. What's
girl.
going to happen?
Cheyenne's like, if I sit here, can I be on the show?
Can't do that. Okay, we can't do that. All right. I need my mouse back. Okay, gotta be back here.
Yeah, there goes Cheyenne.
Oh, it sucks. Anyway, the show is officially on the air now. So I apologize for
Jessie Joe's question.
not. What? What?
I just asked Ashley if she saw Jessie Joe's
Yes,
question.
but Mike was talking, so I was being considerate and
Okay.
waiting.
I don't.
Since when? Hi, sweet girl.
But yes, Jessie Joe, Kylie did have a good day, as well as Patrick.
What about me? What about?
Patrick
Did I
had
have a good day?
This was not your first day of school.
Yeah,
What?
well, I had something more
What?
than that.
Aww.
About damn time, yeah. Oh, what a day. It's kind of like everything was going real okay, and then all of a sudden, boom,
Can I give her a cracker?
I guess.
Cheyenne, want a cracker?
She gave me her paw, and I felt bad.
She wants everything. All right, let's get things started here so we can get through part of this, because part of this is sad, and the
So
rest
you'll
of
have to change her name to Polly. Polly, want a cracker?
why not just change it to Cheyenne Want a Cracker?
Yeah, that too. She did.
Anyway, all right, let's get things rolling, as they say in the show business thing. All right, so we got 2 people that died, so we're just going to jump right into it. The first one, I don't know if you know this, what heavy metal is or not.
I do.
But do you remember the movie?
No.
Oh, you don't know. See?
I
Smarty.
thought you meant heavy metal music. That
No.
I do know.
The Smarty, you thought you knew it.
I never tried out Smarty.
Well, it's
I was gonna say.
that's good. That's probably your best interest. So there was a movie out in the 90s or 80s, I think it was, called Heavy Metal. And did you ever hear the I can't remember what the words go, but on heavy metal. I wonder if I can find. I probably get in trouble for this, but I'm going to look it up.
You get in trouble for everything.
I know, but lately they've been nicer about it. They just slapped me on the wrist lately. Oh, here it is. There we go. The film, 1981. There it is.
That
Okay.
was before I was born.
It was well, it doesn't matter. They still have it archived. You can listen. You can watch it on VHS.
What? What's that?
Yeah, I was afraid you'd say that. Anyway, it was a movie. It was a fantasy movie, and it had all this great soundtrack. I mean, the soundtrack was awesome, and it was probably my favorite movie of that time, because it was just, the soundtrack was just awesome. Let's see if they. Oh, it's a Sony. Those people are pricks when it comes to. Anyway, here's the theme song. I know I'm going to get in trouble for this, but I'm going to play it anyway. Oh, that's solar. Well, big deal. I don't want you to have solar panels on your home, because you got to pay for everything. Okay. All right. Now let's see here.
Marcia says, "Come on, cut the baby some slack."
Okay. Here we go. So this is not the theme song I was thinking of. I was thinking of the heavy metal song. There's
That
a really
looks like a cartoon.
It is. It's the whole thing is animated.
Oh, okay.
It's an animated movie, but it's like it's probably the first animated rock and roll thing. And that's why I thought it was really cool, because it was like, you didn't have that in those days. Most times, I'm just seeing if I have. I'm going to look here. There was a couple, but anyway, there's a couple here that maybe one of those is the one I want. Take a ride. That's it. Take a ride, 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 ride. This was the song I was thinking of. Oh, come on. You're going to give me my 10 seconds in just one note. Come on. Give me what I want. You're going to really screw me over if you don't play the song. Okay, I'm going to move fast forward. Did you ever hear this song? Oh, really? This was the song that I loved this song. I'm going to fast forward it because we only get like 15 seconds or something like that, and then they get on my case about it. That was Don Felder, I think, that did that song. Ride, 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 ride on heavy metal. I really like this song, and this is a song that was not overplayed. Come on, cut the baby some slack. Oh, what are we doing? Oh, that's an old message. Okay. Anyway, but anyway, this was an awesome movie. And they had a lot of hit songs on that movie. That movie was like...
I was counting the names there.
Oh, I was just going to bring
How
up...
many that I know? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you probably know most of the people that were on that. Most of the music was pretty popular in that in its day. John Candy was actually in that movie, or animated in that movie. But this is it doesn't give me the soundtrack. Where's the soundtrack? Here we go. Here we go. Heavy Metal, the original version by Sammy Hagar. That was the first song I played you. Where's the Don Felder one? There it is. Heavy Metal, Take a Ride was what the song that I liked. I liked the whole soundtrack. There was a lot of good stuff on that. But anyway, the reason I'm bringing that up is that Gerald Potterson is the director and animator of that movie. So he just died. So I'm giving him a lot of extra time just because I really appreciated what he did. Gerald Potterton was an animator and filmmaker whose most notable works included Heavy Metal and the Beatles' Yellow Submarine. So if you ever saw the We All Live in a Yellow Submarine.
Oh, Kylie loved that song by the Beatles.
Well, they had a movie out too. And he did the animation on that too. He died in Quebec, where he lived most of his life, and his prominent work was directing a 1981 cult classic called Heavy Metal. So it's kind of cool. And I didn't know the name of him until he died, unfortunately, but that's his big claim to fame. So I didn't save that yet. Okay. But, being a rock guy, I really... Actually, at that time, was I in a band? I was in a band at that time, too, yeah. I was in Mike Trash and the Barking Rats, I believe, at that time. So... that was probably my most famous band I was ever in, even though the Uncle Sam lasted longer. Most people remember me for that band, sadly. And
I know somebody who didn't know what MTBR meant.
I know what a lot of people... I'll get to that in a while. I want to talk about that. I know somebody that does know what it means, and I was proud of her because I didn't think she would...
put it together?
Yeah. Actually, she didn't. I think I had to tell her what it was. She kind of did, but she didn't. But anyway, that was my secret test to everybody to see who pays attention. And, a lot of people like to comment on posts that they didn't read or didn't, and that was a long post.
Yes, it was.
That was the longest post that was like a book. But yeah, I wanted.
You don't like books.
I cut slack. I was saying you were the one I was talking about. Jeez, these women. I don't know. Anyway,
she's not the only one.
No, she to be fair, she and my friends in the media haven't been exposed to the Barking Rats.
True.
And so I was really kind of happy to see that.
Well, your groupie didn't know either. He had no idea. I did.
Really?
Yeah.
I was proud of him that he actually put it in there too.
Well, that's what you said. It just says put that in there, so that's all he did. He didn't know what it meant.
Well, I don't know who knows what it means and who doesn't. I was just doing it because I wanted to know who reads the things and who just comments.
Yep.
So, wonder if that's... No, I have that turned off. I'm just wondering why this didn't work right today.
It's raining.
That's the answer to everything.
Yep.
Oh, I noticed that my logo isn't rotating either.
Well, that's because it's raining.
Must be. Well, could you rub that off a little? Let me see if I can find the thing to fix it. Wait a minute. I'm going to find the... Nothing is working here. This is really...
She says, I actually did read the post in the entirety and followed directions.
Yes, you did.
And then casually on the side asked for clarification.
I am very proud. I'm very proud of
Yep.
Marissa. She has been... she's really done...
She's done her work-wifely duties.
Yeah, well, that too. And, so it's going to do that. It's not going to let me, for some reason... Oh, I know what I can do. I can do it by doing...
What are you doing with my water?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Sealing it.
I don't know why this isn't working. Should be working. You are just going to keep doing that to me. All right, well, it's just not going to spin tonight. So...
I don't have a drink. I'm stealing it.
Oh, can I do it this way? Oh, there we go.
But
there.
that's over there.
Got it working. What? Okay. All right. So he's the first person that died. I mean, he may not be the first person that died. He's the first person that we're talking about that died. The second person is... Oh, wait, is that other one... I didn't put him on the list. Anyway, the second person is.
It doesn't count because she cheated.
Yeah,
I did not.
I still got to pull that up because I've got to see if it's on
It's
my
right
spreadsheet.
there.
I got to make sure that's on my spreadsheet. Make sure she didn't change it. Bob Lapone, right? Lupone.
Lapone.
Sopranos.
Ride
Bruce
Lapone.
Cusimano, dead at 76. I did my friendly duties and informed Bobby Finero of this.
Well, that's why I sent you that.
I know.
Because it said Sopranos. It went to
I
you.
know. I was happy about that. You gave that to me, and I had that, and I gave it to him, so I look like a hero. So
I'm just doing my job.
and all he did was he give me a thumbs up. And now, last week we talked about him being interviewed by Nietzsche, right?
Yes.
Okay. I was pretty sure that was last week. I just wanted to make sure. Because I'm supposed to be interviewed by Nietzsche one of these days whenever we finally get together, and that'll be interesting. Because Nietzsche just can't interview me for one thing. He wants to interview me for everything I've done.
Oh,
So,
boy.
We're looking at probably a 3-4 part interview.
I could see him writing a book.
I could see it too. I should have him write my book because he's really.
And I'll read it in one day.
I'm sure you will, and you'll give me the cliff notes. Anyway, so this guy, let's see what else he's did besides The Sopranos. He worked on a bunch of movies. Jesus Christ Superstar, he was in that. Song of Norway, High Stakes. The Doors movie. Oh, The Doors movie. He was in that. I'll have to watch it. He was the music manager. Okay. Modern Affair, Palookaville, Dead Presidents. Wow, that was interesting. I remember seeing that. Heartbreak Hospital, The Door in the Floor, in Documentados, Come Away With Me, Mentor, Then She Found Me, Funny Games, Breaking Point, and Isn't It Delicious? Those are his films. And let's see. When it talks to, he was in a lot of TV stuff too, from 76 on. Rich Man, Poor Man, Ryan's Hope, Search for Tomorrow, All My Children, Another World.
He was on Search for Tomorrow.
That's what it says. That's 1983. So CBS Summer Playhouse, Guiding Light, Law and Order, 1990, 1994, 1999, 2002, Loving, Ghostwriter, Love and Betrayal, Swift Justice, The Sopranos, Sex and the City, Jag, American Tragedy, Ally McBeal. Here's a Law and Order Criminal Intent, 2003 and 2009. Law and Order Special Victims Unit.
Just say SVU, it's easier.
2004, 2013, 2019.
What character did he play on SVU?
Pareto, Gabriel Gormormini, and Brooks Harmon.
Oh.
He was in Stella, Conviction, Royal Pains, Gravity, A Gifted Man, Gossip Girl, Smash, The Affair, Billions, and Odd Mom Out. So, looks like he had a pretty good career.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's him. Then, okay. Got done with those real quickly because I wanted to make sure I covered that. So, all right. It's almost like we were on time with but not really. Okay. And okay, gotta post that. All right. Next, move right along into the movies.
You're not going to check the other one?
Oh, who's the other one? Oh yeah, Gorbachev. Yes, Mikhail Gorbachev died. And
somebody got a point.
She's cheating, I still say.
I think so too. That's the picture of the day.
Yeah, that's you, 'cause I got a point.
That's what happens when my system doesn't work right. So I decided to put that up. Okay, we're going to look to see what the points were for the death pool. And there's the movies. And it will be here momentarily. Mikhail Gorbachev, you did put him up there.
Told ya.
Unbelievable.
I still think she cheated.
Somebody got a point.
I guess we got to give it to her. I can't deny her.
No.
I want to deny her, but I can't deny her.
Wait, you make up the rules to the game.
Not me. The board makes the rules up. I don't make the rules up. I just control the board, Anyway, we'll see. Well, it's still early. We have a couple months yet. I mean, I need 2 though. I need 2 to win. And looking at hers, I don't see anybody.
If there's a tiebreaker? Like, let's say we both have 1, or we all have 1 at the end.
Well, the host wins.
Where's that written in the rules?
It's in the rules right at the top. The first line of the rules is that the host always wins.
Then I got the abridged version of the rule book.
Well, you're lucky you got a bridge.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. So we got everybody. You did. I hate to say it. All right. So we'll talk about the.
So I can close this down.
Let's see. All right. So I went to see 2 movies this weekend on Saturday.
1 not enough?
I just wanted to I wanted to go to the beach, but I was so sunburnt, I couldn't really imagine me being on the beach. So instead, let's see here. Hey, Jessie Joe says she loves everybody. Wait a second, Trish, you're killing off share. She just saw who you picked on your.
No, they're just names. They are just names.
Oh no, we actually do have a sniper. We have to shoot them.
They are just names. They're
No, that's-
people that
Oh,
I think-
Martha! Yes, you hit her on that one. Get her!
No, it's just
I will pull
people
the
that I
order up
think
again.
May die.
See, I'm saving my people.
Yeah, me
'cause
too.
Now
and
you
she's
have-
out there shooting them. She is a sniper.
Yeah.
She
Now
does-
you have to clarify. When we first started this, how many years ago, I didn't want to do it.
she was the first person to say.
Oh, yeah,
say-
uh-huh.
She's the one that. She said, "I got this great game for you guys to play."
Yeah,
And
I
I'd say,
remember it.
please don't do it.
I remember that.
I just
No,
think
you
it was
don't.
bad.
Yes, I do.
You want to walk home,
Bad
don't
karma. It's fun to pick on Trish.
you? Yes, I know.
But she did, seriously.
I did not.
She did do that. Anyway, maybe we should leave that up because people can pick on you all day, and that'll make up for the time.
Until they start picking on everybody else.
Well, let's see. You're picking on Bob Barker.
No, I'm saving Bob Barker. He's 90-something. He's in his late 90s. The bet is if your guy
Jesse
can make...
Joe.
Marsha's George Strait, Dolly Parton, the
That's
Fonz.
Michael. We're only going to say that's Cirillo. That is Cirillo. That should explain it all.
Yes.
Thank you, Jesse Joe.
At least Marsha's picking on them too and not us.
Yeah. Well, she's not going to pick on me because I'm her
Work
I'm her
husband.
work
I
husband.
knew I liked Marsha for a reason.
Because she's great.
And she is.
She is great.
She is.
And now that I've kicked her butt and got her butt in gear, she's auditioning for things and all kinds of things because I'm that good. So anyway, back to whatever we were doing. Back to my sad. Okay, so Saturday was a special day for me. So I wanted to go to the beach. I didn't go to the beach because I was so sunburned from something I... What?
Willie Nelson is too high today.
We can always just hope. All right.
So you went to the beach.
I went to the beach. I didn't go to the beach. No, I didn't go to the beach.
Wanted to make sure you were listening.
No.
Okay.
So Saturday was a special day for you.
A special day.
Your special day.
My special day. It's because everyone told me I should embrace the special day,
Yes.
which I'm trying
Which
to.
I'm proud of you for doing.
And
Which I didn't get my thing done.
well, what? Because the U.S. is too scary anymore. Okay. Well, I think he's on my list. I think.
He is on your
Okay.
list.
And I love Ozzy, so I don't want him to die, but
But you're going to kill him
I'll take the
off.
points. I'm not too proud to take the points. I just don't want him to die. So, anyway, So Saturday was my special day that everyone told me I should embrace. So I decided that I was going to see a movie, and then we decided to see 2 movies because, frankly, we hadn't seen a movie in a while, and it was too hot to go outside, and so we went to see 3,000 Years of Longing, which is interesting. It was the only reason I wanted to see it was because Idris Elba was in it, and I like Idris, so we saw that one. And oh, by the way, we went to York and got to the place where they have the recliners, and we're watching the movies with the recliners. So we watched those, and then we stayed and we bought both movies. By the way, I didn't cheat anybody out of anything. We saw The Bullet Train. That was awesome. I loved that Bullet Train. It was so campy, but it was so funny. I loved the movie. So I saw 3,000 Years of Longing and Bullet Train. And Bullet Train was long. It was a really long movie, but it was really good.
Did it have foreign subtitles?
No.
Good.
Why would it do that?
Well, some of those long movies we saw when we were going had foreign subtitles.
Well, it was Brad Pitt.
Oh, okay.
So Brad Pitt did a great job on that. So yes, we happy birthday MT on Saturday. Highlight of your day. Boy, you got a pretty sad day if that was the highlight. But I had a good time, and I enjoyed both of those movies. I even renewed my Regal card as all the movies you can see, and decided that that was what I was going to do with the movie card, because I was trying to figure out what I was going to do as far as if I was going to renew it or not, and I figured it was time to do it. There was a. They weren't really crowded, though. I mean, down there it's nice because you have the recliners. Did you ever go to the recliner ones? Did we do it as a? Okay, I didn't remember if I ever went there with you or not, but I know I've done the recliner. I wish they do them. I wish they redo the Regal out by me. So that
Well, Michael and I are talking that if we ever get rid of one of the love seats, that's what we're going to do in the living room with those kind of recliners.
yeah,
So
I'm
we can have
sorry,
our
I
movie
have to do
theater in
this
the living
again.
room.
you have to do what?
I have to come over.
Okay.
I have a little 10-year-old who asked me why I wasn't here, and I told them that the camera
She's not
wasn't
really
working.
here. That's just a picture of her.
So you can see
You're
me.
waving the picture of her. Wave the picture of her, Trish. Wave it up. See? Yeah. See?
Oh, that doesn't
You
help.
can't. See?
See?
She's not there. She's not really there. See? She's just an image in the background. Anyway, it was a good movie, and I think if anybody is looking for a movie to laugh at, the Bullet Train was pretty good. Anyway, so those are the 2 movies that we saw. And then we went out to Smoky Bones, and I had a nice dinner at a barbecue place.
Nice.
And
I like Mission Barbecue.
well, they used to have one down there, but I didn't.
They do. In York?
Well,
It's on 30.
I was on 30. Here's the problem. We got out of the movies around 9 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
And they would have been closed. So we were just looking for any good place, and I said the place I wanted to go was Smoky Bones, and then I thought the Smoky Bones was down further, and it wasn't. And that diner that used to be open 24/7 looked like it wasn't.
Round the clock?
Yeah. I don't think they're open 24/7 anymore.
Probably not.
But anyway. All right. He who dies with the most birthdays wins. Well, anyway, that's something. That's something totally. Anyway, it was a good night. I appreciate all the people that wished me a happy birthday. If you have known me for any time period, you know that I dread birthdays like crazy because my family dies by 50. So,
Well, you've proven that wrong.
yeah, well, I'm starting to think I was adopted. But
Maybe you were.
is Ann in there anyway?
Yes, Ann's
Oh,
in
I
there.
didn't know. I didn't see it, or I didn't talk to her. So, but anyway, she and I have surpassed that
See?
date, that time. And well, the women don't really die at 50.
But
men do.
You've surpassed that. So
I
that's
am
all that
slightly
matters.
past it, yes. So, and I'm thankful, and I'm very thankful for all the people that said happy birthday. The day before, I was a mess because I made the realization that a year ago, my mother was still alive, my dog Buddy was still alive, and my best buddy Ken was alive.
Mm-hmm.
And now none of those are alive, and plus Ches died, and all these people dying around me was freaking me out a little bit.
Well,
But
this is like the calm before the storm last year.
But the people that said happy birthday to me made me appreciate life even more than I always do. And it was really special because of all the people that said that HB word, those HB words.
The HBD?
HBD, yes. Anyway, enough of that crap. This Saturday is rent a movie for $53 or for $3, or go to a movie for $3 is what it is. So yeah, it might be interesting to do that. I may do that, although I may go to the beach this weekend. I don't know.
I mean,
Haven't
it's
decided.
Labor Day weekend, so that's going to be a tough choice.
It's not a tough choice.
Oh, not for me, because I'm going to a demo derby.
It's not a real tough choice because I got a pass that goes
Yeah.
to the movies anytime I want, and I found that the beach is great on holiday weekends if you do it right.
Yeah, nobody's there.
Well, they're there, but you got to get there when they leave, and that's the key. I found that the key to going to the beach is, for me, what?
Your work wife says, "Talk quick, gang. I gotta bounce. Gotta go hang out with Lily Drew." Sorry.
I thought she wasn't doing anything today. Well, tell her I said hi, and tell her that
Your work wife's bailing on you.
that's okay. I can talk about her then, because she won't be here. So, anyway, I'm hoping to meet her, Lily Drew. I'm hoping to meet her at when we go out to LA. So, yeah. Anyway, so you can get to see a movie for $3 that day, and that's a pretty good deal if you didn't have Movie Pass. Oh, by the way, Movie Pass is making a comeback.
Ooh.
Yeah, you know how crazy that was when they were out before. But anyway, for one day, $3 for the vast majority of American theaters as part of a newly launched National Cinema Day to lure moviegoers during a quiet spell at the box office. I've been to a couple places that actually had a lot of people go to the theater, but recently I guess there's a downturn. There really weren't. It wasn't packed at either of those movies. I didn't expect the one to be packed because it was in the afternoon, and the other one I didn't expect to be packed because it was out about a month or so.
I don't got anything. What?
What's that? What about Aptera?
Reopens Invested offering
Yeah.
at $10.50 a share.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Making money, honey.
Well, let's hope that it stays at that thing, because I'll talk about, hey, there's Tamara, and yeah, okay, so where was I? Oh, yeah. All right, so that's the end of that. The only other thing about movies, I also got this from you, I think. Nichelle Nichols,
Yes.
late Star Trek. What was she, in charge of the comms, right?
Yeah.
Her ashes are going to be launched into space. That's pretty cool. And I'm sorry that she died, because she was so cool in Deadpool. I loved her part in Deadpool. And but it's kind of cool that she's going to be launched into space. So it says here, Celestis, a private company that conducts memorial space flights, announced Friday that a portion of Nichols' ashes and DNA sample will be launched into space by a United Launch Alliance and released from a Vulcan Centaur rocket. So that's pretty cool. We're truly honored to add a legendary actress, activist, and educator to Enterprise Flight Manifest. And she died at 89. So those Star Trek people, some of those Star Trek people really lasted long.
So I have to wonder, did she, like, ever since she was on Star Trek, do you think she had talked about this, saying when I die to launch me into space?
I'm sure she put it on her. Oh, see, I was right. See? Oh, Deneen's the office hours. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh well. Well, that means you could stay with us. I mean, really, who would you rather talk to, me or her? May not
According to that, her.
Uh-oh.
So, all right, that's good. Okay, so that's all done.
Yeah, just, you kind of wonder, you go up in space and you're flying around there, and all once you see this little capsule or something. What that? Oh, that's Nichelle Nichols' ashes. Or,
Like the Martians would know Nichelle Nichols. Anyway, all right. So next thing, American Ninja Warrior.
yes.
Okay, so you and I had talked about them,
Yes.
and they had. Whoops! I need to make this smaller. There we go. There we go. All right. So since Ashley's not there, I can put it over her face. So
You're welcome.
we were betting on who was going to win, and I gave Nate to Ashley because
She wasn't here.
She wasn't part of.
No,
our
she
group.
was here, but Nate wasn't on there.
Yes, and we didn't know, and so anyway, very good. Okay, so we bet on who won or who was winning, and we took turns, and I gave you first shot,
Yep.
and the first person that you picked won.
Nate or Caden.
Yep.
Yes!
So that was the true winner of it. Sad, but true.
He did it in 36.77 seconds.
And that wasn't enough.
No, because to win the $1 million, you had to do it within 30 seconds.
Yeah, it was really
He
good
still
though.
won. That's all that matters.
He won
My Caden
100,000 versus a million.
Yep.
I'll tell you what, I thought for a minute he was going to win it because he took off like crazy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And so that was really cool. And I actually, man, all those people. Okay, so the people that made it to the third stage, which was Josh, Josiah, Josiah, and
Okay.
John. Wait a minute, Jay, Josh, Josiah, Caden, and Roman made it to the.
And Max Feinberg.
No, he
was-
went out on stage 2.
Oh, well then.
I was doing this as it was going.
Oh, okay.
Those are the. Wait a minute. Stage 3.
I thought Flip.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on here. These are all the people. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. The people that went out on stage 3 were Cam, Flip, Matt, Max, and Ethan, and then Nate. They all went out on stage 3.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Because this is the first year in the history of American Ninja Warrior that they had 5 people on stage 4.
Yeah, that was really amazing, and that's some. I mean, I remember watching when they only had 1, and when they only had 2 or 3, and
this time there was 5.
When you think about it, 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them were under 21.
Yeah, well, they're saying like they were going with teenagers, and that would be.
What's she doing?
I don't know.
Hey, puppy. I heard noises over there.
Jay Lewis.
He was.
Josiah Papel.
Jay Lewis was. Man, he was.
Caden Lebsack.
Yeah, those
They're
guys.
Teenagers.
And they all made it to the last one. And it was really interesting to watch them take off. And it was really sad that that nobody won the big $1 million. But I thought that somebody was going to win it. Oh, you're a pest. You are such a pest. No. Lay down.
I mean, you saw them, and considering it's a lot of upper body strength to climb that rope, they're going off like a shotgun, and then they get up there and they're tucked
That's
out.
a long way, though.
Yeah,
I can't even
75
run that
feet,
far.
wasn't it?
100.
100 feet, okay.
I can't even run that far, let alone pull myself up
And you
that
had,
far.
I loved watching the different ways they were climbing that rope. Caden, at one point, he looked like a spider monkey going up.
It was great. It was awesome.
You know, the other ones were just,
And he missed it by, geez, maybe
6.77 seconds.
I didn't even. I was amazed it was even that much because the way he was going.
Yeah, because they get up there and all at once they just run out of
And he
gas.
practiced. He said he was because last year he didn't make it either. He
No.
made it, and he.
But keep in mind, he had just run stage 3.
Well, you play
And
with
then to turn around and watch these other 4 guys do stage 4 and then him come back and win it. He only
Well.
had a little bit of time to rest.
Yep. So nobody won the $1 million.
Nope.
So next year.
But
who
I'm
knows?
glad I won
They're
that
getting
one,
closer
too.
and closer, though.
Uh-huh.
Who knows? Whenever they have that many people, you think somebody's going to get it because they're all watching how each other does it, and you think they're going to get better and better.
And they learn from it, and I love
Yep.
the fact that they're willing to help each other.
Yes.
Like RJ and Flip,
Yep.
they train together,
Yep.
and they always are supporting each other.
RJ was amazing that he went through all the stuff that he made it that far because I thought he yelled at because he hurt himself when he was coming down on the one last thing, and man, I'll tell you, these guys, and I was really hoping he would make it. I picked him, right? Yeah, I did have him. Yeah, and I wanted him to win because he was hurting so bad at the end of that. I felt his pain, but he's like 21 or something, so he's another one of those kids that, even though he wasn't one of the high schoolers, he's another one of those guys that really has come a long way in that.
Well, I really thought Jay Lewis was going to do it at first because he hasn't fallen. He's had what they've called a perfect season.
Yeah,
That he's hit a buzzer every time
Yep.
he was on the course.
Oh, wow.
yeah, he's amazing.
And you could see him going, and I think I remember he was the one that when he got through it, he goes, "Oh my God," when he was going on to stage 4.
It was interesting to see him.
Mm-hmm.
It was those kids are really come a long way because you figure in of the people in stage 3, this one, Jay Lewis, Josiah, Caden. That's 3 of the
Yeah.
people that made it to stage 4 were under 21.
And I think they said this was Flip's first time on stage
Yes.
3.
Yeah. So he got pretty far.
That was impressive.
Yeah. He's with the sport for how long, and
Yeah, that's true.
he finally
He's like
got there.
restarting because he took some time off and now he's regrouping.
Yep.
And
He did a good job. I'm real happy with him. I think you can't really. What can you say about it? I mean, that was awesome. So, all right, next thing.
now we got to wait for next year.
Yeah. All right. So the what is it? The tennis open? Yeah. Okay.
Well,
This is a ridiculous thing, but it's one of those things. This woman is in the U.S. Open, and she pleads for an outfit change at the U.S. Open. This dress is so bad. I guess the dress must have been just really badly constructed or something, but she couldn't play in that dress. And so they have bathroom breaks they can take, but she wanted to do it not because of the bathroom break. She wanted to do it for an outfit change because she couldn't play in that dress. Let's see.
it probably wasn't the right color for her.
No, I don't think it was. I think it was the design of the dress wasn't conducive to what her playing. At least that's the way I kind of understood it. Wait a minute. Now it won't let me do it. Okay. It says here, Bianca Andreescu got off to a blistering start to kick off her U.S. Open campaign, but it wasn't completely smooth sailing. Unhappy with her initial outfit, her first round match against France's Harmony Tan, she asked the chair umpire if she could change into new gear, while hoping the interlude wouldn't count as an official bathroom break. She then placed the blame squarely on an uncomfortable design from her sponsor. So you got your sponsors that give you money, like Nike is her sponsor. she said, "Can this count as not one of my changeovers? Because I mean, it's not my fault. It's Nike's. This dress is so bad. I don't know what it is that." Anyway, it says here, upon getting approval, she took it off. Okay, I need to go. This is really bad. This won't rattle her sponsor too much, as she's a long-time standing relationship with Nike. But you have to figure someone at Big Swoosh might have had their afternoon ruined. So, but in terms of actual tennis, she claimed the first set with a dominant 6-0 showing, and then her opponent rallied back to take the second at 6-3, but she stormed back to win 6-1, and she'll square off against the... But anyway, I don't really know what the outfit had to do. It says here, Monday's outfit snafu appeared to be a minor distraction, but ultimately could go to a massive run in New York, which could be Nike's benefit. So
it probably showed her middle more than what she would like.
I don't know. Maybe it just.
I mean, it looks
maybe
fine
it was,
there.
Maybe it was too tight in spots. I don't know what it was. I don't know what the wardrobe issue was, but she definitely had an issue. So, okay, then Chris Rock was asked to host the Oscars.
Uh-oh.
And what do you think he said?
No.
Why would he say that?
He's afraid Will Smith will show up again.
But I thought Will was not allowed there.
I don't know which one he's not allowed to go to. But they're anyway. It says here, Chris Rock was asked to host the Oscars. Likens it to Nicole Brown Simpson going back to the restaurant. Which, do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? Do you know who Nicole Brown Simpson is? O.J. Simpson's wife.
Oh.
He says hosting the Oscars would be like if Nicole Simpson was going back to the restaurant and then home again and getting sliced up twice.
No.
So, I mean, I think Will Smith apologized to him, and he didn't hit him hard. As far as I'm concerned, he's just being an ass. But that's just my opinion. That's what I just did. He should just be a man and say, "Okay, come at me again, and I'm gonna knock you out." Unless he's afraid of Will Smith.
He's probably afraid of him.
Will Smith's just a wimp. I'm saying that, hoping that I can get some attention. I'll take him on.
With what?
I'll wrestle him.
I've
That's
seen
what I
you
look like,
wrestle,
too.
Mike. No.
Hey, I won every match that I wrestled in. Did you forget that again?
And you've cheated.
I've never cheated a day in my life. Never.
I can prove it. I have pictures.
You don't anymore.
Yes,
I lost
do.
all those pictures.
The ones I saved, I do.
Well, why didn't you tell me you had some? Because I'd like to get some of those back. Because I don't have any pictures prior to 2010 anymore. Anyway, Trump demands reinstatement as rightful president or a new election immediately. So that's interesting to think that Trump is going to get that reinstatement. Like, one day we just wake up and say, okay, here you go, you're president again.
I hope he does.
Yeah, but he's not going to get president just by saying, I deserve president. I think that Biden sucks, and I think
But
Biden's...
here's the thing. They're only allowed 2 terms.
Right.
So if he does get it again, that's his second term, then he can't go again.
2 terms or 10 years. Or what is it, 2 terms?
I thought it was just 2 terms.
No, I think you can get 10 years. Because if you're vice president and take over, you can get it for a half term. So I think it's 10 years. You're going to check my work. I believe you could just put how long of term can you be, or how many years can you be president?
Serve for 2 terms, can only serve for 2 terms of 4 years each.
I thought there was something about them being able to take midterm. Like if you're a vice president, take over.
Yes, that's different.
Well, that's what this would be, kind of.
But he's not vice president. See, I did learn this in school, and I was like, only 2 terms. So if Trump has another 4 years, then it's like, okay. What would be cool to see, which I don't think will ever happen, was let's say he does serve the next 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Then, because he can't run for president after that, maybe he could be somebody's running mate as vice president.
I don't think it could be vice president, though.
I don't think so, but that would be cool, because then he could sit there and tell him what to do.
Yeah. He's going to, if he gets in again, he's going to try to change that, you realize.
Oh, I know.
Because he wanted to be president forever.
That would be nice.
But anyway, it says here, former Vice President Donald Trump demanded reinstatement as president, a new election immediately after, or a new election immediately after news that Facebook temporarily limited a story, a controversial story about Hunter Biden's laptop in users' news feeds. You realize that Facebook should be straight down the middle. They shouldn't care about one or the other. And they kept limiting what news came from the negative news about Biden, and they kept increasing the news negative about Trump. Well, they shouldn't even be involved in that. They should be down the middle. They should not take one side or the other. And I think if Trump comes president, he's going to target those people. Hey, there's Cirillo.
Yeah, your correspondent.
Where's Ashley? We killed her just to watch her die. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud?
No, she's here. It's just her camera decided not to work.
Yeah, that's one of those things that we had all kinds of issues.
Like it worked when you weren't here?
We had all kinds of issues with the equipment because of an update by Microsoft. So I'll have to fix that later. Anyway, what's this? Oh, okay, good. That's good.
I know she's not on camera, sweetheart, but you need to get your butt back to work.
And the rest of you, too.
Yes.
They can't use just her butt. Or maybe they can. Trump's statement on Truth Social doubles down on the false election fraud claims, as some Republicans are trying to distance themselves from the personal grievances ahead of them of the midterms. So, just interesting. In a statement, Trump wrote in all capital letters, FBI buried the Hunter Biden laptop story before the election, knowing that if they didn't, Trump would have easily won the 2020 election. This is massive fraud and election interference at a level never before seen in this country. And actually, he's got a real big point there, because they were coming at him with everything, and yet Biden gets away with it because they like Biden better. But people that are like us, a lot of us do not like Biden, and especially since the things that were uncovered about Hunter Biden says that Joe Biden knew about all the stuff illegal that he was doing.
So do you think Joe sat up, like maybe at the dinner table with his wife, saying, honey, maybe I don't think this president thing was a good thing for me?
I think that I don't think he's going to run again. If that's, and I think that even if he did, he's going to lose. It doesn't matter. He could go up against Cheyenne, and he would lose. And Cheyenne knows nothing about politics.
President.
Because he's a horrible president. I mean, how bad could our country get? We got the highest inflation we've ever had. Yeah. We've got gas prices out of and notice how the gas prices are going down. Mm-hmm. Why is that? Could that be because there's an election coming up? Maybe. And he looks like a hero, even though he created it.
Maybe that's why he created it.
That is why.
Look like a hero.
Yes, that's exactly.
A hero. Why. I mean, a zero, not a hero.
Yes, he is a zero. Absolutely.
But he's not one of mine. I don't want him.
This notebook's really hot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, it's not hot there. Okay, so that's just the. Okay, it's a fan. Well, the fan's blowing right here in my hand. Oh. That's why I noticed it was really hot, but it's not hot other places, so it's doing its job. Anyway. So I don't know. We're going to see what happens with this over the next. I mean, they broke into Trump's one house and took all these documents. They seized all these documents, and they're not able to release them because they can't get one of the judges stopped people from releasing the information on the documents. So they must be pretty important documents and they must not affect Trump negatively because they can't. I mean, but bottom line is, if it was something Trump did wrong, it would be released because they would release it quicker than anything. Okay. Fashion is important to a lot of women, right?
Yeah.
Well, Serena Williams is going to have a very fashionable thing when she's playing at the U.S. Open. Do you know what she's going to have on? That's
hopefully a dress that fits.
Well, that's a different girl.
Oh.
Do you know? Okay. She has a special pair of diamond-encrusted shoes for the Diamond Open. Look at this. This is funny.
Oh, my goodness.
These are diamond-encrusted Nike shoes.
I hope she has insurance on them.
Oh, man.
Cirillo says he likes the picture of the day.
Yeah.
That's because you're not here.
That's it. I was crying because you're not here. I'm not here to fix my problems that I have. Gotta figure out what the issues are. Don't do that. That makes noise.
Sorry.
It sounds like you're pounding on a drum.
I might be.
I don't want to work. I want to bang on my drums all day. Yes, I do. Anyway, but even, it looks like she had other stuff done, too. But it says here, when Williams hits the court in Queens, she'll wear a 6-layer skirt, paying homage to the number of U.S. Opens that she's won.
Wow.
And Serena will also be supporting a matching jacket and tote to accompany the dress and shoes, compliments of the swoosh. And there's what she's wearing, what we're talking about.
Wow.
So the best part is the footwear. She's won 23 Grand Slam titles in her career, and will wear custom PE Nike Court Flare 2 shoes featuring 20 gold Dubrees with 400 hand-set diamonds. The stones are set in black ceramic, created in collaboration with tennis icons jewelry line, according to Nike.
Well, she better have insurance on them then.
Yeah, she's got so much money. Who cares? You never saw the movie that they made about her and her sister, right?
No.
Will Smith was the father, and that was a great movie.
Well, I've been watching a lot of movies on, like, through Comcast, Xfinity, and I'll have to look for that one. I think that one might be on there.
It was a great movie. I enjoyed that movie a lot. Did you see it? No. It made me understand them a lot better. Their father was an ass, but he was.
What was it called?
Oh shoot! No, I don't remember.
Oh, look.
But it was a really, really, really good movie, and even though he was an ass, look where they're at now.
Yeah, exactly.
He had so many kids, and Serena and the other girl, whatever her name was, they did awesome. They took. You never saw
King Richard.
That's right. That's what it was. Yes, that was a great movie. I love that movie. So if you want to see a movie that's
It's on
cool.
Hulu
Do you still have Hulu?
and HBO Max.
HBO.
I don't know if I do or not.
Well, if you need to see it, you can come over and you can watch it.
I have Hulu.
I think I do. Like, some of them I can watch here, and it says, why can't I buy here?
Well, you're more than.
Well, no, wait. Yeah, watch movies.
Oh,
I'd have to purchase it if I
Okay.
can't do
Well, again, if you guys want to see it, I have it, so we can. I mean, I don't have it to give you, but we can watch it because I have HBO. So definitely.
Bye, sweetie. Get back to work.
Okay, I'm back. Oh, you're not talking to me?
Well, I meant you too.
All right. Oh, one of you sent me this. Cirilla sent me a whole bunch of stuff, so it might have been his.
That international. I mean, the correspondent. I can't say he's international, but
my national correspondent. You've got a new name. You've got a new
title.
New
sweetheart.
title. Yes, he's our news guy.
I would call him a roving reporter, but
Well, he's roving between
home.
between Stilton and.
yeah.
I can't watch it on either. Well, right now because it says it has to have an add-on of HBO. That's what Hulu's on, but I have HBO. Well, I will
I
have
thought
HBO.
I thought Hulu was owned by Disney.
Yes, but in Hulu's and there's certain plans you can have like add-ons like HBO Max and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So that's how you'd be able to watch that movie.
Okay.
But because I don't have it, she don't have it. I will have HBO Max come Friday when I get paid because I'm gonna redo my subscription.
I
So
thought I did, but where did I put it in here?
I don't know. Anyway, all right, here we go. Next one. I started talking about Sylvester Stallone. He's in the news because his wife, Jennifer Flavin, filed for divorce after 25 years of marriage, accusing him of hiding marital assets.
uh-oh.
That's not the first time I've heard that. Actually, I know someone right now that's doing that to somebody.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's really sad. But I understand, but it's really sad. The thing is, when you think about it, he's going to have so much money. Let's see what kind of money he does have. Net worth of Sly Stallone. He's worth $400 million.
Oh, yeah.
Just give her $200 million and be done with it. You're still going to have enough to live on. Really? I mean, that's crazy. $400 million. That's almost $500 million.
Yeah. But how much of that is in stocks, and what does he have it all tied up in?
He's only 5'9". He's a short guy. I could be taller than him. I am taller than him.
You are taller than him.
So, put that in your boxing glove and punch it. He's 76 years old. Just, if at that point I'd just say, just live it out, because you might as well don't divorce him. You get $400 million if you stayed a couple more years. 76. Wonder how
Depends
old
on what his will says.
Wonder how old she is. Where's she at? There she is. Let's figure out how old she is.
Well, I think maybe because he wanted the tattoo of her covered up.
She's 54, and he's 70.
5.
Wow. How do you do that? Get a girl 20 years younger than you.
Ask Jim.
How old are you?
Ask Jim. Remember, there's 22 years between him and
Older than 18.
Yeah, that's true. Wow. Yeah, see, she's doing it wrong. She's doing it wrong. She just hang around, feed him a little, arsenic and whatever it is, and make him have a heart attack. Get him, have sex with him until he has a heart attack. You gotta. I'd do it a lot. That's what I would do. I mean, jeez.
You stop it.
brother.
See, girls are doing it all wrong because if he has $400 million, I mean, here's your chance to get $400 million instead of what you may end up getting is $20 million, a mere $20 million, or a mere $40 million.
Wait,
Mere $20 million.
If she would have spit out that water, it would have went all over me.
I would have got double the laughter out of that. I may have had to stop the show because I would have had a heart attack myself just from the laughter.
Not unless I'm in your will.
I haven't written one yet.
I have one written, I just don't have it notarized.
I need to actually do that because
yeah, last year really was an eye-opener for us.
A lot of people gone last year. Anyway, all right, next thing.
Yeah, mine's done. I just don't.
Who's in the chat room anyway? Anybody there yet? She's the only one there left. The only one we didn't scare. Oh, I didn't scare anybody away, or may have. Anyway, so Sly Stallone. I don't know, unless you want to go get laid by a younger girl, or I doubt you're going to go for an older girl if you're 70 something. But just give her. You could probably get rid of her for 5 or 10 million. But
No, I think she's accustomed to the 400
if I'm
million.
talking to Jennifer, listen, you have your chance. Do it till you're satisfied. Oh man. Oh man. Anyway, and be gentle with him. I mean, if you're going to divorce him, don't try to take more than your share. You've only been with him for 25 years. Get $1 million a
You know
year.
the saying, what's his is hers and what's hers is hers.
Well, that's the problem. It shouldn't be that way. I mean, I believe that if she, I don't know if she worked for a living, if she was an actress or whatever, if she had her own, well, let's ask her, let's see what her net worth is. Her net worth is $50 million. She doesn't need his money. She's got $50 million.
Yeah, but when you have 50 million compared to 400 million, what's better?
So he gives her another 10 million or something.
Let him double her income so
Okay.
she'd have 100 million.
Yeah, that'll work. Because she's been with him for 25 years, so she had to sleep with that for 25 years. I mean, I don't know.
I was going to say, wouldn't you sleep with him for 25 years?
I would sleep with him for 25 years for $400 million. Sure. As long as we're just sleeping.
Oh,
Anyway.
you guys.
Oh.
I can't.
Oh, well, would you?
This is 19
Would you?
years of this.
Would
What?
you sleep with him for $400 million?
For who?
With Sly Stallone.
I don't know who he is.
Rocky.
You don't know who Rocky is?
Or, no, what?
Oh,
Adrian.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me see. Let me look him up.
Oh, boy.
She doesn't have the list that I do. You know, the dark hair, dark eyes over 21. Can't decide which one you like better.
No, I'm animating it now. She doesn't know who he is. Anyway.
With the age he looks now, no.
For $400 million, you wouldn't sleep with him?
Ooh, well, that might differ.
Almost $500 million, you wouldn't sleep with him?
Well, now we know
Maybe.
her price.
Maybe.
Come on.
Maybe.
Think about it. You slept with some worse people for a whole lot less. I think that's done. She's done. I don't think she's going to be returning to the show at this point. Hey, there's an opening in the Trash Talking Radio co-host position.
Boy, am I glad I wasn't in on that one. Now you know.
You have slept with some a whole lot worse.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, like mother, like daughter.
I've always called her my mini-me. I've
He's
never
in a
denied
mood
that.
tonight.
What?
He's in a mood tonight.
I know.
He's probably trying to figure out whose face he can get rid of me or yours.
Who's what? What?
Whose face you can get redder.
Oh, I don't know.
Just remember, I'm endorsing the show here.
I'm endorsing the show too every week.
No, I'm really.
Take it up with the board. Hey, all I can say is there's a point where what's
You are
this?
in a rare mood.
Maybe we're glad Cirillo is not here today.
Oh, a message from the board?
No,
Oh,
it's a
okay.
message from. I thought there would be somebody. Thought somebody would have said something. All right. Anyway, back to the show. So the consensus is they wouldn't sleep with him for $400
I
million.
never said I wouldn't.
And I would. So that's what I've come to
Hey,
understand.
He fits the boy toy list. Remember, dark hair, dark eyes, over 21.
He doesn't fit the the height list. Oh man. That's the problem I would have with him. He's too short. But I like my guys taller than me. People are gonna get a real.
Oh, moose knuckle.
If people take this show and they just cut up pieces of it, I'm in trouble because I'm saying a lot of things that could be held against me. This show won't be available on YouTube or anywhere after about 10 minutes after we're done. I think I'm just going to delete this show.
This is why we are have adult content.
We are adult content. Yes. You're lucky you're off cam. You would light up the room with the brightness of your.
There's no reflection. Now maybe off of his keyboard.
Yeah. No, I've got off of Roadkill over here. She's got red on.
Yeah, but not that bright.
Anyway.
There's a lighter right here.
See, I'm smiling. That's all that matters. Hey, sleep with him as he is now. No, as he is now. Because he has $400 million. Would you try to outlive him because you could get the $400 million? Or divorce him and possibly get
$200 million.
a mere $200 million or
Well,
less?
since I'm not on camera.
Oh, that's just hard to believe. Oh, there's my. Anyway,
Your photo shoot of your photo shoot?
yeah, the photo shoot of my photo shoot. Sleep with him. Yeah. Anyway, that was what we're discussing. Is at what point?
Now we should clarify. You're just sleeping beside him. We didn't.
No,
say-
we're talking sex.
Oh.
We're talking full-blown sex.
Yeah, but he's 75. Do you really think it still works?
See, that's the whole thing. If you said yes and it doesn't work, you're okay.
Exactly.
You just fake it, like you've done many times.
Who?
You.
No.
No, don't fake it.
I've never faked it.
Everybody fakes it. I've even faked it.
I believe that.
See? All right. Anyway.
Not tonight, dear. I've got a headache.
Yep. Or if you're a fisherman, not tonight. I've got a haddock. All right.
I'm glad she's not here now.
It was pretty rude of me to say that, wasn't it? It was perfect timing, though.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, this is interesting. I'm not a big Kardashian fan, so
Yeah.
I'm siding with the Kardashians here. It's hard to believe. So Kim Kardashian's being sued because a woman is suing that she bought tape from Amazon from, I guess Kardashian owns Skims brand tape.
Get up there, Cheyenne.
So Kardashian Skims company responds to a woman suing, "You didn't even buy our tape."
What tape?
Okay, I'm going to explain that next. That Skims, apparently there's a kind of tape that helps you form yourself.
Oh, okay.
And
okay.
the
Body
person,
tape.
yeah,
Okay.
I never heard of this body tape stuff.
I have.
But it's weird because she is suing Kardashian's company, but they didn't buy that tape. So here it is. It says Kim Kardashian's signature shapewear company Skims says a woman who filed a lawsuit claiming Skims body tape ripped her skin off has it all wrong, and the tape actually she used was an Amazon purchase that's not associated with Kim or Skims at all. The woman, Noelle Mahassan Smith, filed a lawsuit against Skims Monday, claiming the company's body tape was ripping her skin off. The lawsuit was thin on specifics, but Smith says the body tape is directly responsible for physical and mental pain that she claims she endured by using it. So here's the receipt. And here's what it is. It's order number and all that stuff and
How
the
much
status.
did she pay?
$98 for 3 items, and the tape is only $9, but it's not Skims tape.
Wow.
So a rep for Skims tells us Smith didn't even purchase the tape from them, saying, "We take feedback from our customers very seriously. Upon further review of the specific complaint, we have discovered that the customer purchased what appears to be fake tape from Amazon, who is not authorized or official retailer of Skims products." So Skims looks like this, and that is what they alleged was the issue. So it isn't even the same tape. Skims brand has become super popular in the market, and the company rep continues. Unfortunately, counterfeit items have become commonplace for the brand, and we strongly advise our customers to only purchase from Skims or an official retail partner, which can be found on our website. In comparing the products, you can see Kim's tape has the Skims marking, much different than that what they purchased. So there's also a price difference. Smith's purchase was $9.99 a roll and a pack of pasties, and Skims is $36 a roll and $12 for 10 pasties. So
It's mainly what drag queens would wear.
I have no idea what you're even talking about with this.
The body tape.
I don't know what you use it for. What's the body tape used for?
Like, if
Welcome back.
like
Thanks.
like if you're a drag queen and
I am a drag queen. I thought you knew that.
you know, like to hold the boobs up or to hold the genitals in, that kind of stuff.
Oh, I wouldn't want to put that on my genitals if they're talking about skin.
That's what
Ow.
they're talking about.
Ow. I'll pass on that. All right. Are you back for a while? Mm-hmm. Okay.
It was like we didn't even know she left. I mean, she's not on camera.
That's true. All right. Okay. You know who Nancy Pelosi is, right?
Yes,
You do?
I've heard the name. She's in politics.
Yes, she is.
That's about all I know.
All right. Well, Nancy Pelosi should hold Biden accountable for his unconstitutional and illegal loan forgiveness. 94 GOP lawmakers say. Okay, so let me ask you this. Did you have loans to go to school?
Yes.
Did you go to school?
No.
Okay. I did. I don't think it's right that these people were getting loan forgiveness because
We didn't.
we didn't, first of all. And second off, here we're talking about giving them loan forgiveness. Why don't you just let them have a deferment
Yeah.
for a couple years till they get on their feet, rather than give them the, if you have, I don't know, $60,000 worth of loans, guess what? You don't have to pay them. Okay, well that doesn't
Or
seem
look
fair.
At these ones that are going to medical school with hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Right? Sure.
We didn't.
It seems totally uncool that he's doing it again. The election year's coming up.
Yeah.
So guess what? Now all the deadbeat millenniums are going to vote for him because he gave them free education. And you know who's going to vote for that is what's that guy? The guy that Bernie Sanders, because he always believed that education should be free anyway. But if you go to school, you should have to pay for it. So
Yeah. I mean, we did.
yeah,
And then if you don't find a job or employment in your chosen field, that's your problem.
but deferments or
Yeah.
discounted rates that they have to pay.
Exactly.
Instead of paying it for 10 years, pay it for 20 years at half the price or whatever it is. But rather than just give them, there are people that are out in the streets now because of this COVID thing where they couldn't work for those years. Why give it to the people that are that young that are going to live with their parents anyway? Just checking to make sure she's
Yep. Nope. I knew.
make sure she's doing something. I really get so frustrated about that. Nancy Pelosi said last year that Biden doesn't have the authorities to cancel student debt. Last week, Biden canceled up to $20,000 of student debt for federal borrowers
He's president. Why couldn't he?
because he doesn't have the authority to do everything. Just because you're president doesn't mean you're the king and you can just free willy and do everything you want. Well, you could free willy. I mean, he's a whale. I mean, free what? Are you talking about some other Willie?
No.
Then what are you laughing at?
Just one of those words.
Willie? Is that a new word that I need to know? Is that like fire truck? Is that,
And pickle?
and
hot dog?
and what's the other one?
Yeah,
Fire
giggles.
Giggles. Yeah, that one too. Wow, you get a
Knuckle.
moose knuckles.
Moose
that
knuckle.
makes everybody laugh.
Yeah. Yeah, just think of what a moose knuckle is, and then you'll laugh.
No, I know what a moose knuckle is.
And that poor girl that's married to Stallone has to look at his moose knuckle. So,
Not if she moved out.
well, $400 million, I'd stay. Anyway, so let's see. To many GOP lawmakers' dismay, Biden announced last week up to $20,000 in student loan forgiveness for Pell Grants, making under $125,000 a year. Gee, how many people do you know that made $125,000 a year?
Not very many.
Yeah.
I think I know of maybe one.
Wow. Who?
Some bum I met on the street.
Okay, so you're lying. You're just trying to make conversation with me. Okay. Anyway, I don't know. I think that Pelosi should definitely hold him accountable for that.
Yeah, because, I mean, education, it's your choice to go for that.
And why do you expect to get free education besides being a millennial?
Are you leaving again?
Uh-oh. That looks like
it's bedtime.
For
Time
Bonzo.
to say goodnight.
Is that bedtime for Bonzo? Oh, wrong president. All right. Anyway. Okay. Then we got...
Yep, Cheyenne's going to check on her.
All right. Then we got... Oh, this one I think you sent me. Maybe he sent me. I don't know. One of you two sent me this.
That wasn't mine.
Okay, then that's from
his.
Cirillo. He sent me a lot of them.
Oh, yeah.
He really helped out with it, because this week I definitely was behind schedule. What's going on?
She didn't want to go to bed because she has school tomorrow.
Oh, I understand that.
And she probably wants Ashley up there.
Well, at least they're getting along. Dan Aykroyd and Chevy Chase are getting back together for a new movie, and it's guaranteed to be nothing but trouble. The two actors are 70, Aykroyd, and 78, Chase. Will star in Zombie Town, a film based on the novel by Goosebumps author R.L. Stine, and that's now in production in Canada. Source close to the situation tells Entertainment Weekly that Chase's deal is currently being finalized. This is the first movie that features both actors since 1991's horror comedy Nothing But Trouble, which Aykroyd also wrote and directed, and it's infamously lampooned by critics, and we called it sheer hell at the time. Former SNL colleagues Aykroyd and Chase also worked together on 1985 Spies Like Us and 1988 Caddyshack 2.
Boy, he's gotten old.
Yeah. Well, he is. I mean, what I say, he was 78.
Wow.
So, you know, and Aykroyd's 70, so that actually don't look too bad for 70.
No.
I'm sure he does, like,
he dyes
his hair, yeah. The duo tried to get a separate movie off the ground in 2012. Aykroyd wrote it on Facebook. At the time that they were about to start work on a script concept for the movie, the comedy movie, Aykroyd wrote of Chase, "The joy of working with him again is one that I'm extremely excited about. Chevy is one of my favorite people and one of the great anarchistic and physically committed comedians in the business." I would see the movie. I like Dan Aykroyd. I'm not so hot about Chevy Chase. I don't dislike him, but you know, I
would see that one.
I would see that movie. I think it would be interesting. Did I do this already?
I think so.
I don't even know when I do this. See if I did it. I did do that. Okay. And then I probably did this too, so I'm not going to bother her. All right, that's the end of the entertainment, except...
Are you going to talk about show and tell?
Well, I wanted to. I can skip it till she comes back. I can just remind me to go back.
Okay.
I want to go into the main show now, and I have some other stuff I want to talk about, but I want to talk about it with everybody because I don't want to have to go over it twice.
Okay.
Here's something interesting. Heroic Safeway employee confronted by gunman in store. So this happened recently. There was a gunman that turned out to be really angry at the world and decided he was going to take some people out in a Safeway store. So
Is that another word for Walmart?
It's a different branch,
Yeah.
but Safeway wouldn't be named Safeway if they would have been successful in doing this, I think. Anyway, actually, seriously, it's scary.
Oh, yeah.
Another 20-year-old, I think it was, but the person that stopped him was a military vet.
Wow.
A Safeway employee who previously served in the U.S. Army for 2 decades attacked a gunman in the produce section of Bend, Oregon supermarket. Police said possibly preventing more casualties from the shooting that left an employee and one other person dead. Police hailed 66-year-old Donald Ray Surratt Jr. of Bend as a hero, and his actions may have saved shoppers at the store in the Desert City Highway, high desert city ringed by mountains in the central part of the state. The customer, Glenn Edward Burnett, 84, of Bend, was also killed in the evening. Mr. Surratt engaged with the shooter, attempted to disarm him, and may very well have prevented further deaths. Mr. Surratt acted heroically, turning this terrible event. Police say the shooter died of a self-inflicted gun wound. His body was found near by police near an AR-15 style weapon and a shotgun. Police identified the gunman as Ethan Blair Miller, 20.
Wow.
Another millennial.
Yep.
Fucking, I mean, sorry. That just annoys the living daylights out of me that these young kids are out there shooting up supermarkets.
Well, I asked my friend who works at Walmart about the shooting that they had, at this one recently.
Okay.
And she said they were young kids because...
Yeah, what's going on with our young
one
kids?
Kid said something hurt the other guy's pride. Really?
I just don't understand. I mean, this is we have the one that went after the black people up in New York. He was 18 or something like that. This 20-year-old. I mean, we're seeing these young kids. We shouldn't take our guns. We should take our guns from the 20-year-olds because apparently they're not being very responsible for it. It just amazed me that we're looking at 20-year-olds that are out there killing people. Why? These people, they haven't lived long enough to have anger issues. I'm sorry. If anybody had anger issues, it should be our generation. I mean, we didn't have cell phones. We didn't have. We barely had video games. They just came out. I just don't understand why these. And then he kills himself, so we don't have to pay for him at least.
Oh, and if they say, "Oh, it's drugs," well, not necessarily.
No, it's. I don't know what it is.
Stupidity.
And we're never going to know because he killed himself. Bennett was killed at the store's entrance. Police said, and the shooter moved through the aisle, spraying shots from the assault. I gotta say, it proves one thing. These 20-year-olds are all losers. You know why? They can only kill 1 or 2 people and then they get killed. So they're not even good attackers. But no, it's really sucky. Deborah Surratt, the ex-wife of the safety employee killed in the attack. Unfortunately, that meant that the vet died too. It says the ex-wife of the Safeway employee killed in the attack told the Associated Press that served for 20 years as a combat engineer.
You could say he kind of gave his life for his country more than once.
Yeah, it's just really sad because I would have loved to have him. I'd love to hear that he lived and the shooter died.
Right.
But he saved a lot of people by stopping the shooter. It just makes me sad. It just makes me sad so much that guy ended up killing anybody. He only killed 2 people, but the one he killed was the vet. I just don't understand today's kids. I just don't get it.
Well, this is what happens when you're not allowed to correct them the way we were corrected.
Somebody should have done it.
Yeah, I mean, we had boards busted across our butts, and you can't do that now. That's child abuse. Well, look what happens when you don't.
Here's a sad one. Popular YouTuber flees Thailand after allegedly scamming over 6,000 victims out of $55 million.
Wow.
So she was a YouTuber, and she was scamming people in Thailand. And the weird thing is that, first off, I mean, I really, really hate scammers a lot.
I do too.
And the fact that they're coming out of the woodworks in every possible field, and that's something I want to talk about as soon as she gets back. That's one of the things I want to talk about, is that, you know, I think we should be really hard on scammers because there's so many of them. And if we don't do it now, well, like this person, a popular Thai YouTuber who also claimed to be a successful Forex trader, has reportedly left the country after it discovered that she allegedly defrauded over 6,000 victims of 2 billion baht, which is approximately $55 million. I don't know if I can say her name. Nathaman Kongchak, known as Nutty Diary on the YouTube, with a channel boasting over 800,000 subscribers, allegedly fled to Malaysia, claiming to be a successful Forex trader. She used her platform to lure victims into investing money with a promise of high returns in short periods of time. I get these people on Facebook that want me to invest, and I'm like, the minute they ask me, I know whatever you say, I'll get you a high return in a couple weeks. You know that's a scam.
Yeah.
Because it just doesn't happen. And why would you invest money with someone you don't know and doesn't have a track record? And, you know, plus it just doesn't happen. People that think they're going to get lots of money off of these little things are, you know, it's just a situation. It says the YouTuber would invite investors to deposit money into her account with the promise of a 25% return on a 3-month contract and 30% return on a 6-month contract. And for a 12-month contract, she would promise 35% and pledged to pay every month. Investors started complaining in April after not receiving the returns as promised. So what they do is they take your money, okay, and then they feed you back part of the money to make it last longer.
Right.
So you think you're getting money back, but you're only getting some of your money back. And you know, what are you doing? Oh, okay.
What?
Anyway, so.
Playing a game. That was.
I was going to say, you're playing a game on company time. Huh?
No, that was
You're going to get
before
yourself
the
suspended without pay.
That was before the show started.
Anyway, it really sucks. I really wish they would really take a couple of these people and publicly prosecute them, so that other scammers can see what they're in for if they get caught. Because you will eventually get caught. And this person here, even though she's out of our country, you know, they really need to do something. And especially, she's going to go into she's in Malaysia. Man, if you get caught doing things in one of those countries, they are really rough on what they do to you. So, all right, so that's done. Now, you're back, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I want to talk about this next thing about my weekend, or about what's been going on. Okay.
I apologize for that.
No. That's
Kylie needed me. She was upset.
I would want you to do that. That's in your contract.
That's what I told her dad when he was taking me up to the bus. I said, if Kylie were to need me tonight, because I know this happens a lot.
Is this the first day of school or something?
Yeah, today was the first day of school, so that's why I was up there, and I came back today.
But
I
you
said if
came
she
back
needed
after
me,
she left.
Yeah. I said if she were to need me tonight, to call me and say she needed me. And even if it was during the show, I would step away.
Okay, well that's fine. Your contract says that you can do that. Our board is very nice about stuff like
And
that.
apparently, I forgot some medicine up there, my new medication, but I'll get it on Thursday, which is
Okay.
or not Thursday, but Saturday.
So I'll go back to entertainment again because there's a couple things I want to talk about. Okay. So I joined this new acting site because Backpage is good. It has a lot of listings, a lot more listings than this new one.
Okay.
But this new one has a lot of quality listings. So to give you an idea, this role that I applied for was to be a lawyer and there's no speaking roles. And I thought, oh, that'd be cool, because then I can, get it, because it looked like a good deal, and it was $500 a day, plus lodging, plus transportation, plus, so it's going to come out to be, they're going to give me $4,000 for the rights to use the footage and stuff for the next 2 years, and so basically I'll make $6,000.
Yeah, but lawyers
plus.
are shysters too. That'd be perfect for
Well,
you.
okay, we're going to talk about that in a second. So that would be what I get, and they're going to make me custom clothes, which are going to cost about $2,400, or no, almost $3,000, and I get the clothes too. Now, I had it checked out by my people, and they said it's a scam, but I said, how do you know? I don't think they know. So
It's not down.
I'm still going to do it. I think if they are going to go forward with the offer, I am going to do it. It's because that's too much money to. I could be scammed, but I'm going to be careful because they're going to pay me up front for things. So if they're paying me up front, I'm less likely to be scammed. And okay, so things that may come up. Well, what if they pay you with a check that bounces?
Yes.
Well, if it bounces, I'm not going to be going to them, am I? Because I will have everything checked out, because I'm very familiar with every scam. Well, not every scam, but a lot of the scams that people use. And I looked up the website. The website there is a legit website that's been up a long time that has the end user that we're going to be dealing with. So I really think it's real, and it'd be cool because they're $500. When was the last time you got paid $500 a day?
But you said that they're going to pay for your travel, right? Well, they would have to pay you up front for that.
They'd have to buy the
Or
ticket.
They'd
Yeah.
buy it and send it to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I really think this is legit, and because so let me tell you the story on it. The story is they were on the new site that I just signed up for. Okay, so and all, by the way, that rate is not unusual for professional actors on that site. So
Okay.
just to make sure that you understand that they're not offering me something out of the ordinary.
Okay.
The $500 a day is legit what you would get for something like this. Now, there's no speaking. It's a non-speaking part, which that's a pretty good rate for non-speaking. But again, depending on where you are in your acting career, that's a good deal. Or it's not a good deal if you're making tons of money right now, because Flo. Do you know how much Flo makes? Do you know who Flo is?
The insurance lady.
That's right. You have no idea, right?
Oh, she probably makes at least a couple zeros.
What's a couple zeros?
00.
How much do you think she makes a year? Keep in mind, all she's doing is being
Didn't
that.
we just go through this the other week?
I might have actually done that. But just how much do you think? No cheating.
No.
Do you have any idea? And just throw a number out there. Luke Bell.
Yeah, I don't know who he is.
He's died.
Uh-huh.
Wait, down a little. Down just a little. Down just a little. Okay. Do you have any idea? You do know because you just looked.
No.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know who you're talking
Okay.
about.
Give me a number.
I'm trying to think of everything that she's been in.
Well, just think about the progressive.
The progressive.
How much she makes for that.
Yeah, how many commercials how many different commercials have she been in?
But keep in mind, she started out. I'm going to give you a number that I think she started at. 50,000 is what she started at. Okay, but she's been doing that role for a long. Don't rub my nose. Anyway.
I will go with. I'd say $1 million.
Okay.
I'm probably going to say 750,000.
Okay, both of those are realistic numbers, but she's now at $2 million a year just for progressive, just for that little face thing. And actually, the new guy, the also one there, Jamie, I think is his name.
Yeah.
You know what he makes?
$1 million.
No, he doesn't. He just started, so
Oh.
I think he's somewhere around 50,000.
Wow.
But still, 50 or 60,000 for a commercial a year? I'd take that because I won't have to work. Well, but anyway, so that number, based on this, that number sounds realistic. They're on TV and they have their SAG-AFTRA union stuff. What?
She makes $1 million per year.
No, that's old because she just renegotiated her contract. It's not on there yet.
Gotcha.
I know that's what it was last year. That's what she made last year. She just renegotiated her contract, and she's doing really well. Now she's done roles in other things too, but we know her as a Progressive girl.
Oh, net worth down here says $2 million.
That's because she makes $2 million a year now. But anyway, what I'm saying is that isn't really that far off from what it should be. Is what I'm saying. I'm going back to that, and they have. Anyway, so back to that. So it could theoretically be real, and I'm not going to turn that down because if it is real, I want it. If it's not real, I want to see where the scam is. So both ways I win.
Right.
So I need that. I need to know whether it's real or not. And I've applied for a lot of things on that site, and every one of them is good money. So they're not as good as that, but they're not what that is going to be. That's going to be for advertising. You're going to see my face on everything, everywhere, like Facebook, Instagram, all that, billboards. That could be my...
And then I'll sit there and go, I knew him when...
But it's cool because that could be the thing that steps me into the next level. I need that stepping stone. Like she used that for a stepping stone, but she used it very well for... She doesn't even need a stepping stone. But, the thing is, it depends what your goals are, but my goal is to make my TV show. And if I get these jobs that are paying really well... I'm going to be able to do my TV show. And if I can become SAG and AFTRA and all that, that's the union.
Right.
That will get me one step closer to my goals. I'm not in it to make a killing. If I do make a killing, certainly it would be good. But I mean, I'm set for... I don't want to sound like I'm bragging, but I am set for life.
Right.
Unless something tragically happens that I haven't thought about, but I'm pretty much set. So to me the goal is to get Ken's music to live on and my music to live on and to get that TV show. So that's my big goal, and if that happens, then I've achieved it. So that's what my next... because right now I have the movie in New York.
Right, and you have the video. Right.
The video.
Too close to touch?
Oh yeah. Well, no. I'm talking about my current projects.
Okay.
Is the Trump apocalypse is what it's called, I think.
Apocalypse?
No. Trump apocalypse. Trump apocalypse. The Trump movie in New York. Then I've got the thing in Philly. That's the music movie in Philly. And then if this works,
okay,
that's 3 fairly decent sized projects. And then there was the thing that then there was the thing I did last week, which I'll talk about next.
Welcome back, Marcia.
Oh, she back? Hey.
We kept him in line, don't worry.
So the next thing I wanted to talk about was what I did Thursday.
Show and tell.
Yes. Well, let's not get there yet. We will though. So last Thursday I was in Philadelphia, actually outside Philadelphia, but Westchester.
You were down where Michael's brother lives.
Okay. I was at their filming for Pawn Stars.
Porn Stars.
Now, I got there, and it was interesting because they were checking us in, making us do our COVID test and all that stuff, and it was all outdoors for that. And I thought, okay, well, let's get this stuff out of the way. And of course, I came up okay on the COVID thing, and there were lots of people there. Mm-hmm. And then after we got past our COVID test, they took us around to the back of the building, and I thought, okay. Then then I thought it's going to be cool because this place was like a helicopter museum.
Okay.
So I thought that's kind of cool. I want to get pictures of it and stuff. But they told us we weren't allowed to take pictures of anything because there's a confidentiality thing. And so they took us around to the back of the building, and they said, "This is where we're going to film." I said, "What?" So we're outside, and we're supposed to be at a party, a big party. I thought, this is not good. This is really hot out here.
So it's not a block party. It's a back party.
It's a back lot party. And I thought, oh man, okay. So I thought, okay, well that's fine. I'll make this work somehow. They had food trucks. They had ice cream truck. They had a donut guy that made homemade donuts and stuff, and they had cotton candy and all kinds of
It
stuff.
wasn't Amish donuts, was it?
I don't know what's an Amish donut.
But the thing wasn't called Amish donuts?
Oh, I don't know. They made donuts that were like that big.
Oh, nope.
But anyway, it was. I actually.
I had this for the first time this past week at work.
Anyway, so it was kind of neat, but I thought, okay, let's see where this goes. And the first, from 10 o'clock, no, I got there at 10. From about 11 o'clock till like 2 or 3 was spent on the arrival of the Pawn Stars.
Oh, geez.
That's a lot of arrival. That's a lot of them pulling up, getting out, and doing their lines, and then they do it again. And they did it without Rick the first time. They did it a couple times where they did it without Rick, and they were asking, "Wonder where Rick is," and then Rick shows up in his helicopter, and he lands in the lot because it's a helicopter museum, and that's how they played off on the helicopter thing, which was kind of cool. The problem is they did it a bunch of times, and well, the good thing is they did it a bunch of times, and you give me the big one.
This heavy one?
Yeah.
God.
Because this is what I was going to sell them. This belt, and this belt is heavy.
Yes.
I'm telling you that this belt is very, very, very heavy.
It's upside down.
Gotta wait for me to
It's upside
catch
down.
up. Oh yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's heavy.
Anyway, it's heavy, and put it on my shoulder all that time. It was hurting, but I was smart about what I did. I got by the entrance where they were going to walk past the entrance, and I stuck near that entrance, and I was on cam every single time they walked by. And actually, one of the camera guys was aiming at the belt, and I held it up for him. So I got myself on camera a bunch of times. And then they had drones, and I looked to see where the drones were, and I made sure I was staring at the drone and waving at the drone, and I was on camera a whole bunch of times. And so this was one thing I was going to sell them, and this is a belt I bought. I don't even remember when I bought it. It was after 2011 because it's a 2011 belt, and it's a boxing belt. This one's from Vegas, the national championship, City of Lights, Las Vegas, and then I also have another belt which is a smaller belt, and I should have used this one to hold on my shoulder because my shoulder hurt. This is from Miami, and I thought, well, they're going to want these. Because they're worth something. Because even if you buy the WWE replica belts, you're going to pay a couple $100 for it. So I figured.
Apparently, since you still have them, they didn't offer you enough for them.
I'll get to that.
Oh.
So we spent a long time with the entrance, and one point. They even said we were going to do the entrance again after a long time of not doing the entrance, and I was at the other side. Now this is going to be funny. if they do this entrance and then they edit it together, you're going to see me at when they enter the room, and then you're going to see me when they're exiting the room. Just like, oh wait, didn't we just see him? Wait a minute, how did he get? Because I was in both, and I was wearing my bright red shirt.
I love that shirt.
And
at least we wouldn't be able to miss you.
Yes. So from 2 o'clock until 7:30, I was waiting to have this stuff appraised.
Wow.
And there was we weren't moving. The line was not moving. It was horrible. Let me tell you what they were doing. So I'm going to disclose information I promised I wouldn't disclose on a piece of paper. So they had a bunch of people. There were a ton of people there with stuff, really cool stuff too. And what happened was they didn't buy much stuff from people, and there was some really cool stuff. One guy had a Jason mask that was signed by two of the Jasons.
Oh, wow.
And authenticated, and they didn't buy that. And there were a lot of different people that had things that I don't think they bought anything from anybody. They had a guy that was from Vegas that was one of their customers in Vegas there, and they spent an hour talking about his things. Now, you could have done that in Vegas. You didn't need to bring him to Pennsylvania. Well, I think
needed him to think he was from Pennsylvania.
Well, he had a lot of cool stuff. He had a lot of old games. I mean, really old games before our time, back when they didn't have boxes and stuff. I mean, but anyway, they had a lot of old games. So when I finally got up there at 7:30 to have this appraised, they said, "We're not interested." And I said, "Why not?" He goes, Chumley was the guy that is in charge of belts and stuff, and he saw I had the belts when he walked by a bunch of times. He said he's not interested in them because it's somebody else's trophy. Well, I'll tell you, I think I could sell these things real easily, especially this one that weighs a ton, anywhere else that I want it to go if I wanted to sell it.
Right.
And I think I could make a nice piece of change on it, because if you bought a WWE belt, a real belt, the wrestling belts are worth $25,000. They make, if you're a champion, you have to give them $25 or $25,000 as a piece holder to hold that belt, so that you can carry that belt around with you, because they are worth $25,000. And I'm not saying these are worth $25,000, but I am saying they're worth something to somebody, because these are real belts.
Right.
These are not your chintzy piece of junk belts. These are real belts, and regardless of who had the belt, they are truly leather. They are truly plated, and I think this is worth a lot of money, but just not to them.
Now, what else did you take?
I took a guitar that was autographed by Kiss, and I took a keytar. It's called the Key. I took that, and I left them in the car because I was carrying them around for like 4 hours, and just it was too much to carry around because those things are heavy.
Right.
And I just decided that they would be more interested in the belts. Now, in retrospect, they may have liked the guitars more, but I don't think they were trying to buy anything. I think they wanted the people there to look like there's a party, and they already knew what they were going to use on the set. So I'm okay with it, because I didn't really want to sell the belts. I didn't really want to sell the guitars. To me, it was okay that they didn't buy anything, but it's like showbiz, because they got
It'd be interesting to see the episode at least.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a new show. They don't even know the name of the show yet, but it's going to be an interesting show. And I think, it's a shame, because it's Hollywood. They're trying to have a production, and I made $100 for being there for the whole day, which I spent on Saturday. So to me, it was okay, because I wanted the experience of being there, and I wanted to see how it works and all that stuff. And I saw how it works, and I saw how that they didn't really buy anything, and there was some really cool stuff there. I thought that they should have at least offered something for these. Even if they were offering something that would insult me, at least they would have offered something. And that tells me they weren't trying to buy anything, because they didn't even offer me or a bunch of other people. They didn't offer anybody, or anybody that I talked to, they didn't offer anybody anything. And they had various reasons for not buying it, which were stupid.
Yeah.
So,
did you get a picture with any of them?
Okay, that's a sensitive question.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
The person I wanted to get a picture with is Chumley, because I think he's funny and he's hilarious. He's a horrible actor, and I've always thought he was a horrible actor on the show, but I always thought he was an interesting character. And Corey, I always thought he was interesting, because these are millennials. So that's really what I want to say about that. They're millennials. So what happened was they kept the Pawn Stars separate from the people for the most part. Rick, he actually talked to some people outside of the crew. I thought that was cool, and I didn't want to bug him or anything. But Corey, I heard somebody ask Corey, "Hey, can I get a picture?" And he said no. I thought, okay, there's a lot of people here, and if you have one person asking for a picture, they're going to all line up. So at the end of the day, I was going out to my car, and I was putting my stuff away, and I just happened to see Chumley. And we were the only ones in the parking lot. I said to him, "Can I get a pic?" He said, "No, man, I can't." "You can't. Why can't you? You're here, I'm here. Why can't you get a pic?" "I can't do that." I said, "Don't worry about it. It's not that important anyway." But the thing is, why couldn't he get a picture with me?
Maybe it has to be. It's not considered official. You know.
You can get pictures with anybody. I mean, they don't have a contract that says I can't get a picture with. He didn't want to get a picture with anybody. Neither did Corey. I thought about that, and I thought about he's just a jerk. And then I thought about a long time ago, you and I went to York to see Penn and Teller.
Yep.
Penn and Teller loves their audience. They would do anything for their audience.
Yep.
We saw them in a show. It was an awesome show. It was a long show. It was a decent show. I enjoyed that a lot.
Yep.
At the end of the show, what did they say?
That's too long for me to remember.
They said, "Give us 5 minutes and then come on out.
Yeah.
Come on outside." They stayed. The show ended at like 10 or 11 o'clock. They stayed until every single person got an autograph, and they would sign autographs and take pictures with everybody in that theater, and that theater was packed.
That's something right there.
That to me is
Rich
what.
Guzzi does the same thing.
What's that?
Rich Guzzi does the same thing.
Yeah, Rich Guzzi does it too, and it really made me realize that some people deserve to be in the entertainment industry, and some people don't. When you're a millennial and you didn't work for it, Chumley and Corey didn't work for it. They really didn't. They were given it because they were best friends in school. That's how Chumley got in. And Corey got in because his dad owned the place and his grandfather owned the place. They didn't work for it. And they can't appreciate that what they have given to them. And, you know, even though I was a bad guy in wrestling, I would autograph anything as long as it's not during the show where I'm supposed to be a bad guy. And people would come up to me and say, "Mike Trash, we hate you."
Yep.
Except we think you're pretty cool after the show. And because they understood the difference between real and show. And whereas Chumley and Corey, they don't care about the fans. You know, they don't care about who's paying their bills. They feel they're too good to do that, which is a real shame. And
well, all I can say is I hope that you have better luck than I did, because if you get at least on TV, whenever I helped with that extreme home makeover, all the parts I was in got cut.
Well, they would have to cut just about everything with an entrance to cut me out, because I was right there as they entered. So, and I was right there as they entered the building too, because I had my twin brother on the other side. So it just looks funny, because I think, how are they going to cut that? Because, you know, I was here and I was here. So when they walk in, I'm right there, and as they walk down the hall and they cut to it again, I'm right here. So I'm just really, I don't think Rick is like that. I really think Rick would have done a picture if we asked. He at least was friendly. Those two were not even friendly to us.
So Chummy wasn't chummy?
Chumley was an ass. And,
you know, and it's funny how when you're watching Pawn Stars, how they act on there.
They act great.
You see him now.
That's just it. They're acting.
Yeah. Well, he's a horrible actor too. I just really was disappointed by them, and
you think they're all these nice homely people, I'm going to say, but yet
they're not.
Now I wonder if maybe you met them outside of this to be different. I don't know.
I think I've really been disappointed by them, and I don't want anything to do with any of them now.
I can't say I wouldn't blame
Rick,
you, though.
Rick would be okay because he seemed to be
Well, then I guess you have to go check out that other show, Porn Stars.
porn stars. Yeah. I don't know. I just kind of think that they have an obligation towards the fans because they're if they don't appreciate the fans, you wouldn't have anything.
Well, I kind of know what you mean because Thursday night, well, it was a last-minute thing. Michael and I went up to Greens Fair.
Okay.
And one of his favorite country singers was there, which is why I was really surprised that we went. And there was a long line at the souvenir tent.
Okay.
They wanted like $36 for a t-shirt.
Whoa.
Yeah. Or you could buy one of his guitars that has the lyrics to one of his songs on it. He'd autograph it for you for $500.
That's probably not really out of range.
Not really, considering who it was.
My Kiss guitar's got to be worth at least that. I got 4 signatures on it.
So, I went up and I was sitting down in the bleachers, and Michael was over in the souvenir line, and he comes back and he's got this huge smile on his face. And I'm like, oh no, what did he do now?
Well, it's Cirilla. Who knows?
Yeah. He bought 3 of the same pictures.
Oh no.
There was one for Mark, one for Tiffany, one for me.
Oh, what about
Already
mine?
Signed.
Why didn't I get one?
Because you don't like country.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
What about me?
You weren't there.
Well, that's why you would buy it.
And then,
How much were the pictures?
I don't know how much he spent on those, but then he says, I hope you don't hate me.
Uh-oh. It's never a good thing.
Exactly. And I'm like, oh my God, what did he do now?
At that point, I'd be like, yeah, I do.
I hate you.
And he says, I weighed this out. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm in trouble.
What did he do?
He looked at the shirts.
Mark's is yelling at you that you don't like country.
I like the United States of America. That's the best country ever. Just don't like the music.
Well, the fiddle player I think you would have appreciated.
I doubt it.
But I'm thinking, what in the hell did he do? And he goes, I can't wait till after the show. And I'm like,
just tell us.
Yeah, really.
Come on, you're dragging this out.
No, there's a reason. Well, he says he weighed out the shirt. He weighed out the options for the shirts. It would have been like $60 for a t-shirt for him and I both.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
What?
Who's calling?
I don't know. Can't see. Uh-oh, hello? Oh, that didn't do that. I haven't used this. All right, should I answer it?
No.
Hello?
Mike Trash?
Yes?
How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you? Who are you?
It's Malcolm King.
Oh, okay. Well, you're on the air.
I know. How's it going, bud?
It's going good. What's happening?
About today.
What's that?
What you talking about today?
Oh, well, we're talking about... will you finish the story? Hold on. Trish is telling a story.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
So he says, honey, I know you don't like me wasting money. And I'm already going, oh God, what did he do now? He goes, but I couldn't justify spending $60 on shirts. So he spent $50 to get a little paper wristband for a meet and greet afterwards that only he could go to.
Oh, that was nice of him. That was really nice of him.
Well, Tiffany and I got to sit up in the bleachers and we got to watch all this that was going on. Tracy Bird would sign anything he had. So Michael had a color picture that Tracy signed, and then he had his picture taken with Tracy.
Is Tracy Bird a big name?
Yes.
Is he?
Yes.
Marcia, do you know who Tracy Bird is? That's the question. I don't even have a clue who he is.
He's a big country star. He sings Keeper of the Stars. He sings Watermelon Crawl. Yeah.
That sounds racist. Anyway, all right. How you doing, Malcolm?
I'm doing good. I'm feeling alive. I'm healthy. You know?
That's half the battle.
Yeah.
Do you have any shows coming up?
September 17th, I think.
And what's
In October. In Seven Mountains Wrestling.
Nice.
and who's going to be on that besides you?
There's going to be a lot of people on that show. I know on the 17th of next month, it's going to have Troop Sam, Rob Knox's, every CCW guy. You never know who will pop up.
That's true. Didn't you guys just do a show that had Van Damme on it?
Yes.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Okay.
That was a Clipper, right? Clipper
Yeah.
magazine? I thought so.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Did you like? What'd you do on that show?
I won the battle royal, $10,000 battle royal.
Oh, so you got 10,000, 10 G's for me.
Oh yeah, I got a check for you. It's on the wall.
It'll bounce. If it's for you, like, it'll bounce.
This is Malcolm King is one of the wrestlers that that I worked with in CCW, and I guess one of Rob's proteges, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I really miss working there, man. I miss working everywhere because it's just one of the things that once you got it in your blood, you don't want to give it up, but sometimes you got to give it up.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
You had a pretty bad belt.
what's that?
That belt that you had, it was pretty cool.
Oh yeah. Oh, you talking about the Trash Talking Radio belt or the boxing belts?
Trash Talking Radio belt.
Oh yes, the Trash Talking Radio belt. That's been in 16 states and defended by many different people. But yeah, I love that belt. I love that belt more than most of the things that I've gotten out of wrestling. So it was awesome.
That's good, man. But October 8th, there's going to be a wrestling event up in Lewistown, Pennsylvania, and it's going to have Izzy McCoy versus Rebecca Payne. That's going to be the rematch.
Wow.
The last time they wrestled each other, it was like double disqualification. They both just wanted to beat the heck out of each other.
I have not seen Rebecca Payne in probably 12 years, maybe more.
Yeah,
She's been around for a long time.
long time.
Yeah.
Also, it'll be career versus title match. Myself versus King Kalua.
Really? Wow. There's a man that's been around for a long time.
For the no DQ.
Sounds good. That's when, October 8th, huh? When's October
Say it
8th?
again?
Did you say October 8th?
Yeah, October 8th. And then it's Rob Knox versus Delicious for the heavyweight title.
It's a
It's going to
Saturday.
be pretty interesting. It's already stacked, cards already stacked. And then you have the Colts, the tag team champions, the United States tag team champions, defending their titles against the Dog Nation. They beat them badly in the cage. We want to see what's going to happen next show because they want revenge. The Colts, they don't know what's coming, but they're going to see something bad happen to the Colts.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy, yeah. Sounds.
But like it's a pretty interesting show. Like anybody and everyone, if they want to come, just get a hold of me and everybody else that you know.
That sounds good. I think I'll have to look into my schedule and see what I'm doing that weekend.
I just asked for it off.
So, I miss you guys. I miss the locker room and everything. It's I don't get to too many shows anymore because, the body isn't holding up like it should.
Well, give me a ring on social media, and we can talk about some things.
All right, I'm willing to do that. I got your number now too.
Well, yeah, just call me back.
There we go.
Well, I don't need to call you back. I'm talking to you. What do you need? It sounds like you need some representation from a good manager. That's what it sounds like.
Well, I mean, it sounds like a good idea. I think that's not a bad idea.
You know, I've never lost a match.
Yeah, no.
Here we go again.
Yeah, we could do something. Anyway, that'd be awesome. I always like the guys that I worked with, and I think some of you guys are really cool, and I appreciate you calling in because I haven't talked to you in a while. Last time I saw you was at a funeral, I think.
Yeah, Chaz was good.
Yeah. Oh, maybe. Oh, I saw you once after that. I saw you at the match that we had, the card that he had for Chaz. So he was a great guy. I was actually talking about all the people that we lost in the past year. I mean, I've lost a lot of people, and then Chaz on top of all that. That was just not. I just didn't want to see anybody else die.
Yeah, and then Dean.
What's that?
You remember he went to the part of the dog pound.
Yeah. Jeez. Just too many people dying.
Yeah, man. Like, just wish everybody was just stay alive.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, we can talk in the next couple days and see what happens.
All right, man. You have a good day.
You too. Thanks for calling.
All right.
See ya.
Sure.
Bye. Wow, that was interesting and unexpected. That was.
Now you know we have listeners out there, even though we don't see them in the chat room. That there are people listening.
Oh, there are people listening. Anyway, Marcia, what do we got here?
She said she was back.
Oh, she said yes. I don't know what she was saying yes to.
That she does know who Tracy Bird is.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what the question was because I forgot what I was talking about. I wasn't expecting a call from him. So
the look on your face though was priceless.
I was like,
who's
what?
calling?
Who would call? Nobody's used this. The thing is, nobody's called on this number in a long time, and it's always up for anybody to call in that wants to call in. But I just wasn't expecting him to call, so that was kind of funny.
And then I sent Mom on a wild goose chase.
No, it just took me a minute to find it.
Well, I've known him since he started wrestling.
Yes.
Because he was one of Rob's earlier students.
And I worked with his dad.
He was one of his later students because it was after. No, he was wrestling in early 2000s, I think. But he's come a long way, and
I worked with his dad at Walmart.
I really do miss the business. I really do. And I used to travel all over the place. And
well, I was watching this thing on YouTube the other night, and I don't know why I wanted to watch that, but it was a promo that you and Cage cut when you were going to Tennessee.
I remember that promo. I probably could find that.
Oh my goodness.
Let's see. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find that promo.
I was like, wow.
Let's see here. Let me see.
It was you and Cage.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Because I probably put it up there. Wrong. Bill, need to go to here, and need to go to here, and it's going to be. Look at that. There's a picture of me. Here's a Zabala.
No.
Here it is. This
there
one.
There it is. That's the one.
All right. Well, let's listen to it. That's just for fun. I couldn't remember where we were going. It was. That's 2008.
With the first ever SWA World Heavyweight Championship. It just so happened the hometown boy, Keith Knox. Well, guess what? June 7th, Huntsville, Tennessee. North beats the South. And let me tell you, the North is coming back with the title. Keith Knox, I'm going to rip your heart out and shove it right up.
Nice.
Here's when I think I took back the Trash Talking Radio belt on this one. That was a fun time. I really miss it. Oh, this was okay. Here's. This was before. Because there are words on the screen that says, "Where is it?" Where are my trash's loyalties? For more info.
That was just yesterday.
Yeah, that was a good time though. I really miss that stuff so much. I just wish my body hadn't given up on me. I had the 3 count on my body a long time ago, and
The 10 bell, you mean?
yeah. Well, no, I didn't have the 10 bell yet. I'm still breathing. But yeah, we had a lot of fun, and you saw me in a couple matches too, and I know you did. Jeez. I couldn't get rid of you no matter how hard I tried. Hey,
That's going to cost you more zeros.
Face it. She does not treat me well in wrestling. You always picked on me. You yell out in the back of you'd be, take out the trash. take out the trash, and get people screaming that, and that would just drive me crazy. I hate it when people would. I hate it when people would do that. It's like, you know, your job is to be supportive of my company,
I did. I took the pictures.
Yeah, I was gonna
Mike
say,
Trash
you were supposed to be
Productions.
And I
You were supposed to be taking out the trash.
You're not. You're losing zeros now. You were doing fine when you were quiet.
supposed to be taking
I did
pictures.
pictures. I did video.
Yeah.
Getting the crowd riled up. I'm doing all
No, you weren't supposed to get the crowd riled up.
Yes,
Just
I was,
Take
because-
pictures.
No, you weren't. You were
Yeah,
supposed to
I'm just
support
taking
me.
things.
You were supposed to say, Mike
Yeah.
Trash is great. Mike Trash is great.
I know,
Mike
I did
Trash
that.
is great.
I did that.
Well, then
At the
you
shows
didn't
that I
know
went
I had a
to.
separate contract, did you? They're like, yeah, get him going with him. I'm like, no problem.
And then I'd do things like help my team when it was down, when they were down,
Cheat.
when they had me come in the last match
Cheat.
where I came in and talk to the referee for a few
Cheat.
minutes and then
Distract
I'd
him.
get back out. No, I didn't distract him. He looked into my eyes as I did my.
Cheat.
Hey, if he's not going to complain about it, well, who am I to complain? So, anyway, I really enjoyed wrestling. Oh, whoa, what's this?
I don't know. I don't
Oh,
see it.
here we go again.
Oh,
And anyway, I don't know. Lisa, you're welcome to anything that's yours. I am not holding anything of yours. You just tell me what you want. I can give it to you. I have no problems. I'm not keeping your stuff. I don't need it. I really am not. I don't want your mother's stuff. I don't want your stuff. You're welcome to any of it. I'm just can't we just like part as amicably? I'm not really looking for your stuff. I really don't want it. I really am honestly, truly not upset or angry or anything. You know, we went through what we went through, and it was a bad situation, and I thought we parted on good terms. So if you just tell me what you want, I'll make sure you get any of it or all of it. I have your stuff boxed up in it for the most part, and there's only a couple things that I there's nothing I want of yours, honestly. I want to part as friends or as acquaintances or whatever you want it to be. There's no reason to have this anger. There's no reason, because anything
The past is the past.
the past is the past. I have no anger towards you. I have none at all. I just want to see you, I'd like to see you be happy. I don't need any anger in my life. I just need to live my life and not hate anyone. So I don't hate anyone. If you want your stuff, tell me what you want. I'll give it to you gladly. I have no need to continue anything. It's been
Over a year.
It's been over a year. I mean, really, seriously. I'm not holding any of your stuff. You can have whatever you want. I don't have any needs to be angry at anyone. And if you want stuff, you're welcome. You're welcome to it. Just tell me what you want, and I'll be glad. I'll even deliver it if you want. So, I just don't want to be. I am telling people who I really am, and the people that know me know I'm being very sincere. I have no reason to be angry at you. I have no reason to, and you should have no reason to even care about this stuff. You've got a good guy. There's no reason for you to be upset at me.
Supposedly.
Stop it. You've got a good guy. Just tell me what you want, and I'll make sure you get it. I brought all your stuff, the most of your stuff I brought up and gave it to you, and everything was fine, I thought. And you said you were okay with whatever I had not brought up. But now you're saying that you want all this stuff, and you're welcome to have it. I don't need any of that stuff. I don't need any of it. The stuff you left behind, you said keep, and I said I'd be glad to give it to you way back then. But for some reason, you just won't let it go, and I would rather you just take your stuff and let's just let it go. And if there's something I'm missing, you just need to tell me what it is. I'd be glad to give it all to you. because it's not mine, and I don't deserve it or want it. I was keeping it because you did decorate my house, and I appreciated that. And but I don't want any hard feelings with you, and I don't want any anger towards you, and I don't want anything. I'm just telling you, I moved on, and you moved on, I thought, and I just don't know what you want. I don't know what it is that you want from me, but I'd be glad to give you any of the stuff that you feel is yours. So, enough of that. Okay. Next thing. All right, let's see here. Main show. What else? Oh, here we are. Okay. So, all right. Man upset after finding his girlfriend slept in the same bed as another guy.
Oh.
What would you do?
Okay.
The man is upset after finding out his girlfriend slept in the same bed as another guy.
Depends on what you call sleep.
He would leave, is what he says.
Yes, but I'm going to say what kind of sleep.
Does it matter? Let's say your boyfriend slept with another girl. Say he didn't have sex, but slept with her. Just actually slept.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one.
I don't know. I guess it depends. For me, it would depend.
It would depend on the situation.
Yeah. Like, were they friends? If it was just a random person, then yeah, I'd be mad. But if they were friends,
okay.
How close of a friendship
Let
did
me
they
give
have?
you the rest of the story. A man felt betrayed after his girlfriend slept in the same bed as another man and then lied about it.
Okay, that I would be upset about.
Yes.
Okay. It says here the man turned to Reddit's relationship advice forum to ask whether simply sleeping in the same bed as another man counted as cheating, and whether he should leave after finding out his girlfriend had lied. That is a tough one, because if she lied to me, if it's innocent, if you're just sleeping, that's one thing. And that's kind of the lying thing is the worst part of it. So that kind of has a different look, a different feel to the whole thing. And let's see if we can. I want to delete that, by the way. So we'll delete that out of our conversation. So that, is it gone? Check to see if it's gone. I think it is. But anyway.
No, you did the wrong one.
Oh, did I? Oh,
yeah.
shoot. Did I?
You
I did. Sorry, Ann. Didn't mean to do that. There we go. Wait. Confirm. There we go. There it is.
Yeah, now it's gone.
I just decided it shouldn't be there. All right. Anyway. So, when you think about the fact that she lied to you is the biggest negative thing there. Okay, if say let's find out the rest of the reason. The man explained that his 21-year-old girlfriend had a sleepover with two friends some time ago. One friend was a male, the other friend was a female. Before the sleepover, the man asked the girlfriend not to share his bed with her male friend. So they already established, do not sleep with this man. I told her I was uncomfortable with her sleeping next to him. I felt in my mind it crosses boundaries and is something I'm uncomfortable with. The man's girlfriend promised she would not share a bed with her male friend. Then, after the sleepover, she claimed that she had kept her promise. She said she didn't sleep with him, and at least that's what the man recalled. However, recently the man and his girlfriend got into a fight, at which point the girlfriend confessed that she had lied. The man said that she had in fact shared a bed with her male friend, although her female friend was also there. Okay, so now we got 3 people in the bed.
Wow, must be king size.
Must be. So okay, so Redditors were concerned that the girlfriend not only lied, but also used her betrayal as a way to hurt the man during an argument. Yeah, I would say too, because she used it, Yes. Boy, I don't know what that's a little tougher. If she told me the truth from the beginning, I would be more apt to believe that she didn't do anything. But the fact that she lied once about whether or not she slept with him, even if it was just sleeping or if it was more than that, I think that she would really... there's a problem with that. Says it seems that Reddit agrees that regardless of what the girlfriend did, lying about it is a deal breaker. I have to say that has the biggest thing. I would rather that she cheated on me and admit it to it, because then at least we know where we stand.
Yeah.
So, what are you doing?
Answering somebody.
Who is the somebody?
Nothing to do.
Okay. I don't want any...
Nope.
Anything
Nope, it has nothing
with that.
to do with that.
As far as I'm concerned, it's you know, I'm going to have to make sure she gets all of her stuff, because I don't want any more complaints and no more things that I'm holding at. What would she possibly have that I would want?
You're happy.
Well, I am still happy without her. She's the one that broke this thing up. She's the one that screwed it up, and she's the one that's psycho. So I gave that whole thing up a long time ago.
And you notice she's, well, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I just don't understand. Now, on the other hand, I have another story similar to this, but you might change the... let's see where it is. I should have put them close to each other. Where is it?
And why on a Tuesday of all things?
Because that's the only time she can catch up to me. All right. I don't know where the other one is, but this is interesting. Woman almost goes full crazy wife after watching her husband on the Ring doorbell camera.
Oh, boy.
See, Ring doorbell cameras can be a problem. So it's kind of funny, because I have a Ring doorbell camera, and I like my Ring doorbell camera. But you know, you just kind of wonder where people's how do I want to say this? Some people look for trouble, but some people it just happens to come by natural.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. Here it is. A comedian shared a story on Instagram about the time he became suspicious. I'm sorry. A comedian shared a story on Instagram about the time she became suspicious of her husband after catching him answering a call on their Ring doorbell camera. This is actually funny. Sarah Buckley is a mom, comedian, and podcast host who shares her misadventures and her family life on her popular account at Not the Worst Mom. One of her most recent viral story times is about how she caught her husband after checking their Ring camera footage and clips, since she accumulated 1 million views. Okay, so what do you think happened? He's on the phone.
Okay.
She hears a voice, and she says, all right. What do you think happened?
She went there and caught him doing something he wasn't supposed to be doing.
Thought he was cheating?
She thought he was cheating. She recognized the voice.
Her sister.
Even worse.
Her mother?
Even worse.
Uh-oh. The neighbor.
The phone caller was her.
Oh my god!
No, I'm not a crazy wife, she started, but a couple of days ago I went crazy for no reason. Here's what happened. Buckley explains that she was in a grocery store while her husband was supposed to be at work when she got a notification from the Ring doorbell camera that someone was outside. Buckley checked the footage and saw it was her husband coming home from work. On the video, I noticed he answers his phone, and it's a woman on the phone, and only plays a quick second, and there's something about the woman's voice that seemed awfully familiar. Buckley added that it didn't sound like a work call, so she felt taken back while watching the Ring footage. The woman is way too familiar with my husband. She answered the phone in a way that I wasn't comfortable with. She answered, yeah. Buckley said she decided to listen to the woman's voice for the third time, and she reacted to what she was watching. Unfortunately, I was right. She said it definitely wasn't a work call, and I was right about it. And it was absolutely was a woman, and it was far too comfortable for my husband because he was effing me, and it was he was effing me. It was on the phone. I realized that the voice sounded familiar because it was her own voice calling her husband. Buckley had noticed that the Ring notification was from earlier, and he actually captured the previous moment when she called her husband and he was coming home. Glad I double checked. Fortunately, the situation was unlike the viral cheating realizations that you've seen over Instagram, like the one that ended up with her fiance after noticing a suspicious call on her Instagram. So here she was getting upset at him for talking to a female, which happened to be her. I thought this one was a great...
That was a good one.
That was awesome. I just...
well, I sent you one earlier, and I don't know if you saw
I did this already. No, I did. Okay. Maybe. It might be the one I'm thinking of. Oh, yeah, that's. I have that.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't know it was 10 o'clock. Okay, so I got to get rid of this. Yes, I have that one. That's actually...
I couldn't believe that. I was like, really?
So, I wish I could find that one thing. I guess I got a lot of stuff for next... I didn't expect to take these detours either.
Yeah,
Speaking
that's
of
true.
detours. Anyway, let's do this as the last one of the night, I guess. It is illegal for anyone under 21 to do something. What do you think?
I know what it is, so I can't.
The new thing.
In New York.
In New York. It's illegal for anyone under 21 to buy canned whipped cream in New York.
What?
Yep.
Now, do you know what huffing is?
Yes.
They're huffing the whipped cream
Yep.
to get the nitrate.
Jeez Louise.
And I've tried it, and I
Well, you like the whipped cream.
I love whipped cream, so I would be really upset if they did it to me, because I like whipped cream, and I like to squirt the whipped cream right in my mouth, and but
Mike Trash for the win. There she goes.
there's nothing sexual about that, is there? I mean,
Look how red her face is getting.
well, nobody can tell except you can see the light on the back is just lit up because she's so embarrassed. A recently passed state law prohibits anyone under 21 from buying canned whipped cream in New York. While the legislation was instated in October, it only started to take an effect in stores likely due to an issue with law tracking. It's meant to keep teenagers from using pressurized cans known as whippets to inhale nitrous oxide. Inhalants are invisible volatile substances that can be found in common household products that produce chemical vapors and that are inhaled to induce psychoactive or mind-altering effects, a drug enforcement person said. I have never had anything happen by doing the whippets. I wanted to see what it was. And when Pam died, I decided I was going to try to do that because I didn't care. I didn't care about anything. And I didn't see anything really with the whippets. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't buying the right whipped cream. But and I thought, if you're going to die by whipped cream, that's a good way to die. Because you're dying good. You're enjoying what you're dying from. And but yeah, it's funny. So I mean, I guess it's.
So if you're under 21 but over 18, and you're planning on getting freaky in New York.
But you know the irony of this whole thing?
I'm over 21, so I'm good.
You know the irony of the whole thing?
What?
This was...
a waste of food?
No. Channel 21. It says DEA says approximately 1 in 5 people have used inhalants like whippets. By the time they reach 8th grade, an abusing substance, it can cause damage to the brain that control thinking, moving, vision, and hearing. What?
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 Who?
I didn't do whippets, huh?
What are they?
Yeah. So that's just kind of weird stuff. But yeah, I did see that, and I thought it was funny. And let me see if there's anything else that's worth. Oh, I could probably do this one. Mickey Mantle, how much is a card worth?
I'm
Don't
gonna
look!
say,
Don't look! Oh, fuck!
I didn't see anything.
Good.
I'm gonna say probably about.
In mint condition.
Okay.
Well, who is Mickey Mantle?
Famous
What?
baseball player.
What?
Remember the generation?
Oh, come on! You can't be serious.
Remember the generation?
He's a what? Famous.
He's a baseball player and played football and wrestling, and he was an
I'm
all-around
gonna say
guy.
Probably
He
about
played every sport known
$1
to
million.
mankind. 1 million. Okay.
Ooh.
5 million?
Okay, $12.6 million
Ooh.
for a card. For a freaking card. Can you imagine what kind of money do you have if you're spending $12.6 million on a little card, a freaking baseball card? That's just obscene. I mean, I'm a fan of certain people, and but I would never, ever. I mean, $12.6 million. Now, wait a minute. Let me say it again. If I was married to Sly Stallone and he has $400 million, I still wouldn't pay $12.6 million for a signed stupid baseball card. There's nothing. A card that looks like that big. It's like $12.6 million.
But it might have been made of gold.
No, it wasn't. It had a piece of chewing gum with it.
It's stale.
Back when we were kids,
Yeah.
you'd buy a packet of gum and you'd get cards, get baseball
Yeah.
cards,
Uh-huh.
like they did. I think they did with football cards too.
Yeah.
$12.6 million. Just imagine what the Mike Trash limited card would go for. 50 cents, 25 cents.
Yeah, let me look on Google.
Yeah,
50 cent.
it's crazy. It says here sold in mint condition for
Maybe he'll
12.
get a nickel back.
Oh, nobody likes
I love
Nickelback.
it. I love it.
But if it was like Tom Brady, I could get a quarterback. Top that one.
Maybe 50 cent.
Oh, that gives us another one, huh? Dollar. Make a holla.
$5 sign.
But anyway, it says here the rare mantle card was sold
We lost it.
sold by Heritage. Well, it's no wonder. Look at what happened.
Yeah.
Generally threw off the whole vibe of the show, but I think I was cool about what I did. Anyway.
Okay.
A rare
I
mantle.
thought that said Mickey Mouse. So I was like,
A rare mantle card sold by Heritage Auctions surpassed 9.3 million set in May. So there's more than one idiot out there that's spending this money.
Cirillo, if that's you, I'm going to break your legs.
His name was...
Michael
But anyway,
Cirillo.
surpassed the world record of 9.3 million set in May for a shirt worn by Diego Maradona. I don't even know who that is. When he scored the contentious Hand of God goal in the 1986 World Cup. What? It's not even baseball for that guy. He paid 9.3 million for something that nobody ever watches in the United States. Jeez. An 8-figure auction resulted in Sports Market was stuff of fantasy like a decade ago. It says here, previous record for a sports car was a sports card, not car. You don't even get the car. The previous record for a sports card was 7.25 million set in this month by a century-old T206 Honus Wagner card in a private sale facilitated by collectibles marketplace Golden. Mantle, one of the best switch hitters in the baseball history, plays entire MLB career with the Yankees, 1951 to 1968, and was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1974. So this card was brought to Heritage by a waste management entrepreneur from New Jersey who bought it for $50,000 in 1991. That's quite a bit of a. So there you go. If you want a good thing to retire on, buy one of them at $50,000 and sell it at 12. Can't even imagine. I think that was given to me by Cirillo.
Probably because it's baseball.
Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. So this is a feel good. Well, yeah, this is a feel good story. I could go out and on a feel good story.
Well, I think we did. Somebody paid $12.6 million.
I'm not happy about that.
Just because it wasn't the Mike.
Oh, here it is.
Tyson.
Here's the one. This is the one I wanted to go out on. I couldn't remember okay. So this guy got married to his wife, or to a wonderful woman, and they're on their honeymoon.
Uh-oh.
What is the worst thing you could think of happening at that honeymoon?
They shoot each other and die.
Okay, that's pretty bad. That's probably worse. Okay.
Them cheat on each other.
On their
You're
honeymoon?
close. You're close.
What?
On their honeymoon?
Honeymoon among honeymooner among 176 men arrested in a prostitution sting on his honeymoon. He cheats on his wife on his honeymoon. I mean, you really, how much sex do you really need? I mean, if you're honeymooners, you hopefully are having sex.
Hey, sweet girl.
I can't imagine. Can you imagine that phone call? I need to be bailed out. Oh, what'd you do? I did something really bad. What did you do?
I was with a professional.
I broke the law in Florida, and I didn't know it was a law.
I thought
Of course, it was Florida. It was Florida.
It was Florida. But I mean, I can't even imagine. I mean, it's bad enough to cheat on your wife, but to cheat on your wife on your honeymoon, how bad would that make the woman feel? Oh man, I just think
yeah, honey, you go out. I'll be ready when you come.
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Nice nighty for you.
A man was arrested on his honeymoon after landing himself in the middle of a prostitute ring, according to the news.
Wrong place, right time, wrong place. What?
Hillsborough County Sheriff's Police Department made arrangements to. Paul Turowski. So he's Polish. That tells you something. Sorry, that's a Polish joke. Made arrangements to meet a prostitute while on his honeymoon. He left his wife in their hotel and went to the location where he was met by an undercover detective and arrested. Turovsky was among 176 people arrested for a months-long operation targeting human trafficking in Hillsborough County. He got married and he was on his honeymoon. His new bride falls asleep and he decides he's going to respond to an ad that one of our undercover officers had placed to go have sex that evening. So he leaves and comes to the hotel and wishes to purchase sex. I know we are all probably have questions about how long this marriage lasted, but I think the only question here is with it ending so quickly as a wedding guest, was it too late to get the gifts that they returned back to them? Oh man, I just think it's horrible that a guy would do that. I mean, on your honeymoon.
Maybe he was going to say, look, I thought about this. I'm married now.
Are you sure Cirilla's at work?
No.
I just think
he's probably on his way home. Maybe I should call him. No.
You might get the Ring doorbell. What a horrible feeling. I mean, man, how bad as a woman would you feel if your significant other is on your honeymoon and he cheats on you on the honeymoon? It's bad enough that he cheats on you, but on the honeymoon
With a prostitute.
with a
I
prostitute.
probably would have said, "Damn, I should have gone on the cruise. We'd have left by now."
Oh man. Anyway, that wasn't a feel-good story, but it was a funny story, and
Well, laughing makes you happy.
yes, and it certainly makes me happier than earlier. All right, I guess I should let it go at that. Even though
Well, are we having a show next week because Monday is a holiday?
as far as I know,
Okay.
Unless
just
you don't
making
want
sure.
to.
Nope. I just
you don't
making
have to
sure.
be here. I can.
No, I'll
do
be
it
here.
myself.
Oh, I'll
Remember,
be
next
here.
week's I get off at 5.
You're gonna have to remind me.
'Kay.
You're not gonna go get her, I'm guessing.
I can.
It's up to you.
Yeah, I can. I have to see what Michael's working.
Okay, well, just let me know, and just remind me if I have to go get you. I just got to remember. It's not a. It's. I've been drinking too many, or huffing too many whippets. I can't remember that stuff.
Whippets are dogs.
Whip it good. Do 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 do.
Not today.
Do 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 do. I'll probably get it for humming it out loud.
Probably.
Probably say that's a violation because you hummed her. I guess. Anyway, all right, time to go. I hope you guys had a good time and enjoyed yourself and
Enjoy the long weekend.
enjoy the
coming
long
up.
weekend and all that stuff and all that.
And we are sorry about what happened earlier, but you know
Yeah,
what?
well,
It's over. It's
Some
done
things you
with.
can't do anything about. So
Yep.
I just I don't know. I'm sad that someone has such a bad life that they have to
Yeah.
do that and accuse me of stealing from them, and I'm not stealing from anybody. I don't need anything. There's nothing I need. Anyway, this is it. All right, I'll talk to you guys next week, probably, as far as I know. And you know, the most important thing is that this is off. Okay. We'll talk to you later.